this crumbling world I find my solace, a pot of melting cheese and memories of her face. I've been fighting demons in streets and in my mind, but now I'm lost in a reverie, return laid by my side. As the cheese bubbles, I dip her in oh so gently. A finer spirit matches mine, we're tangled in a symphony. The grunge of the street meets the smoothness of the cheese in this unexpected love story. Anything is possible, you see. Don't Chun lead upon melting Velveeta cheese. She's my street fighter queen, my heart is on its knees. The slow pace of our love intertwined with conscious melody. She's in Chun-Li, a fusion that sets me free.
In the faded home where adventures abound, there's a tale to be told of a boy renowned. Wally looked rare with a heart full of fire. From Muggle to Redentive he would aspire. In Redentive town where the battles are fierce, Wally found solace, the path became clear. He met Rabbi David, wise and kind. With each passing day's faith would unwind. Wally's journey, a spiritual quest still involved. Town, his soul finds its rest. Wally's conversion, a testament to his zest. Journey, a spiritual quest still involved. From Valley Pokemon to lighten the spark. In the Redentive town, his soul finds its rest. Wally's conversion, a testament to his zest.
Alright, I think my audio should be good. It's looking okay in the mixer, but you never know, the game could end up being too loud and I might have to adjust some things. Just go ahead and get started.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Oh damn, I'm not used to that camera. It's been a long time since I played this game. It's great though. I love it.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are
Oh yeah, I
able to
forgot,
seize
you could
thieving
move around the character
opportunities,
model.
which manifest themselves
I don't think you
as
can zoom in, though.
unexplainable blue
I think that's only
auras.
in Metal Gear Solid 2.
According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky Master Thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Oh, that was close.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a crisp. Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Where the fuck am I going? Let's try it to the left.
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it. Way to go, Sly! This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Ah, damn it. Fuck you, bitch. Okay, it's started me all the way over here. That's nice. I don't think I've ever died on that part. Well, at least I was able to get a few more coins. And I already got that thing. I guess I have to go in like a zigzag motion. There we go.
You can't escape me, Raccoon!
I did it!
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Okay, so that's not till later.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah, relax.
I do
Bentley.
intend on
I
collecting
live
all
for
the
this
clue
stuff.
bottles, by the way.
That's what worries me.
Even if I miss a couple, I'll definitely go back and comb each level.
Very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more
Okay, I
clues.
can't climb on that.
The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
It is a cool bottle right there. Hey, what's up, Miguel Rosales Ramirez? I'm just gonna call you Miguel. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Alright. So, I have to avoid those things, obviously. Uh-oh. Yeah, he can die. Hey, what's up, Ryoka?
So, you've been streaming for how long?
Only about a few minutes. I just made it past the intro level, and I'm on my way to the, first hub area.
Wait, what game are you playing?
Sly 1.
No love, no hug, no nothing.
You
You just play your stupid furry game? I hate you.
That blimp
It's all
looks
good.
more like a machine than a hideout.
Anyway, but are you enjoying it so far?
Well, I mean, I've already beaten it, so I already know I'm gonna enjoy playing it
Oh,
again.
right. Okay, my bad.
Explains all
I
the
forgot.
red ships.
So which one? Because you said you haven't played all those games, right?
Yeah, I only went through, like...
It's me.
I mean, I 100%ed of the first game back in 2016 when I bought the HD collection.
It's on.
And I honestly couldn't believe I hadn't played it before because it was so good. And then I played Sly 2, and I don't know, it was just something about it that it kind of burned me out on it. It was probably the prison level where you have to fight that spider MILF. But I do intend on actually giving that one a second shot at some point.
Okay.
And
Oh, I found Alan Wake, by the way.
oh, nice. Did you take a picture of it or like a screenshot?
No, because here's the thing. I didn't actually, So here's the thing. He was talking, and he was talking to me, but I didn't go, because I was supposed to go into an elevator and go to another spot in the building to find him.
Right.
I didn't do that, because I didn't actually beat the game, because for whatever reason, so this game has 10 missions, or 10 story mission segments, and I think it was like either it was chapter 7 or 8 where I found Alan Wake or a connection to him.
Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hook.
He called me, he was apparently calling me through my psychic telephone.
That's funny.
But no, I ignored that and decided to actually finish the damn story, because I actually liked the story. I think the ending was kind of cheap. I don't know, I get it, but I wish they'd have done it better, the last 2 chapters.
Gotcha. Let's see, Miguel
but
Angel
no.
Rosales Ramirez
Sorry.
says, sorry, I don't speak English, I'm using the translator. I speak Spanish, bro. It's all good. You can feel free to hang.
Hola, senor.
I know, like, very little Spanish. Un poco. I probably...
Pequeño, it's muy pequeño, that's what you should have said.
Okay, yeah, see. I was going all Peggy Hill there for a second. I teach substitute Spanish, therefore I'm the expert.
I hate when white people do that. It's like, I know your language better than you. Let me, like bro, like, they got some, yeah, like, white people in general just gotta stop with that shit.
Yeah. They really do.
But no, I'm not doing Alan Wake's DLC yet right now. I'm actually doing another DLC, which I think was the one that came before Alan Wake.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I did every side quest. I didn't even realize I had done it, but I did every side quest in the base game. But yeah, no, I'm doing the first DLC. I'm actually still enjoying it.
That's good. I know that some people are kind of mixed on Alan Wake. Like, some people think it's overrated, but...
Apparently, Alan Wake and Friends didn't sell well, but here's the problem: the budget on that game was huge. I think that game was like I think the game's budget was like $250,000, like half, not $250,000, $250 million or $500 million, something ridiculous like that. I'm like, well, no wonder this game isn't gonna sell that well. Like, studios need to stop doing that shit. I'm not saying don't make the game look good or don't do a good job with the game, but really?
Right.
Like, here's the thing: you could put like $500 million in Call of Duty, you'll get your money back.
You can put $500 million into a Final Fantasy game and get your money back. Or,
I don't know.
well, I mean, maybe not so much anymore, but like during its heyday, hell yeah. Or I guess like $500 million when you convert it to, you know, like back then's money because of inflation and whatnot, but I get what you're saying.
Like, there are only some franchises that have that recognition. COD is one. Fortnite is another. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, I don't like Fortnite, but it does make its money back. However, the battle passes and the crossovers is unsustainable. And they should probably stop doing that, but they're not going to.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm trying to find the last two missing clue bottles. So how's your day been?
Been alright.
That's good. Same here. Work wasn't too bad. For some reason, they have my schedule kind of fucked up. I'm off tomorrow, but then I have to work Tuesday until Thursday, and then Friday I'm off again. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's a little odd, but I think he actually told me previously that, like, it's only going to be for, like, a week or so.
Oh, okay.
And the things should go back.
You ever, I need a shower, bro. I don't smell very good.
I mean, when was the last time you took a shower? If you
I
don't
don't
mind me
remember.
asking. Oh, dang.
I'm kidding,
I was gonna say,
today's Sunday. Oh, damn, I don't think I took one since Thursday. Damn.
Found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find out both, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
Gary, I found the last two clue bottles. I'm so smart. I'm a genius.
Bro, do you think Mark Zuckerberg's wife is a lesbian?
I don't know, I haven't seen what she looks like. That's how you know if someone's a lesbian or not. It's based on how they look.
The joke is that... No, the joke is that, okay, so there's this girl that I'm talking to, and she says that, she thinks Mark Zuckerberg, can't genuinely have affection or love someone. Like, she said that if someone were to do stuff with him, they'd be asexual afterward. And traumatized for life. Which got me thinking, what if his wife is actually batting for the other team now because...
I mean, he is a millennial, right? Or I guess like very late Gen X.
Press the triangle button to use it.
Wait. How? I think Mark Zuckerberg's almost 40, so
Okay, so he's a millennial then.
yeah, he's a millennial.
He's looking rough for a millennial, though. He looks like somebody that knows too much.
I mean, homie runs Facebook. He knows all your dirty secrets.
Yep. Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. For some reason, I have notifications popping up whenever it saves to the memory card. Let me see what I can do about that.
You have a small penis. That's the notification.
Yeah, it could be.
Hey, can you scrub my back for me when I take a shower?
Sure. As long as you're able to shave my back.
Oh, excellent. I will.
Cool.
Wait, do you actually have grow hair on your back?
No.
Oh, thank
I
God.
was just messing around.
I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, I don't, but I could not imagine that.
I hear that's pretty
Like-
common, though, with people who are of, Italian blood, so... That might be me someday in 10 years, I don't know.
That is true, because I've also heard people who say that they grow hair as they get older in places they've never had it before.
Mm-hmm. It's usually around their 30s, where it's like, they start to look like... Yeah. Although, I'm just kind of hoping that I got my dad's genes in that regard, because he's aged pretty well. He even still has his hair, too, so I haven't gone bald yet.
You have great hair.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see.
Okay, so
Game display.
played A Hat in Time. Oh, I am actually enjoying A Hat in Time. If you do get it, or if you do consider it, you should get it. It's actually a lot of fun. No rush, though.
Alright. I'll definitely check it out. I'll keep it on my radar. Hang on, I'm gonna Google this real quick. I'm gonna goggle it real fast, because...
What game?
Hang on. How
What are you googling?
to get big boobs. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, apparently I didn't know this, but when you get breast implants or a boob job, you actually have to get it fixed up every few years. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I knew about that. I actually knew somebody that ended up getting implants, and it's like every 10 years you had to have a little bit of a fix-up.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not like every couple of years, it's like every 10 years, but if you get good ones, okay.
Okay, so it's saying I have to go to OSD and OSD configuration. I don't know where that is.
Low tier god doesn't understand imagination.
That guy's a national treasure.
Bro, LTGs is the gift that keeps on giving.
Let's see. Config. Okay, OSD. Okay, now I think that I should be good to go. I shouldn't be seeing any more of those. The memory card just got overwritten type of bullshit messages. I should be good now. Yay, I figured it out. I'm a genius. Let's see, oh hey, what's up, New Dawn Horizon? How you doing?
Hello, Dawn
Let's see
of
it.
the Horizon.
I've never played Sly Cooper, so would recommend it. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a good 3D platformer.
That blimp looks
A
like
lot
the
of people
most
say that
secret
in some
location in
areas
this
Sly
book.
1 hasn't aged
For
well,
all
but
as really
I don't know.
smart
So
as his
far,
good
based on
stuff
what I've played of the
suggests,
series, it's
and
my
that's where I'll
favorite.
find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
You know, part of
Because
me
it's
wants a Jack
impossible
and
to get
Daxter
near him
4, but
to access
somehow,
Wally's blimp. You would have to sneak through that
and I don't
high
count Lost
voltage
Frontier,
power
screw
tube.
that game.
To do that without getting
I just know
electrocuted,
that with
you'd
all the
have to destroy
DEI
that
and Sweet
power
Baby Inc.
generator.
stuff,
And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's
it'll
treasure
be a
keys,
disaster.
which are
Oh,
heavily
speaking of
guarded.
disaster, one of my
Interesting.
friends said that
So
she
when are you
loves
gonna get
Alan
to the
Wake too.
impossible part?
Fine.
Oof, sorry to
But
hear that.
I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I think they actually made concept art for a Jack 4, but they scrapped the whole idea because it was just looking like basically it just was I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It looked too hyper realistic and not cartoony
Ew.
enough.
Wow,
Yeah.
I don't think you should make that game hyper realistic. Same for like Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, although Ratchet and Clank does kind of look a little bit more I don't want to say photorealistic, but it's definitely a lot more like a Pixar movie. Okay, so I believe at this point I should be able to just go wherever I want and complete the levels in whichever order I can.
Jackpot, Sly. Look at all this stuff. Must be worth millions. And you know what that means. Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
I guess there are 30 of them in this area. Gotta remember that. Or not, because I can just pull it up. I think. No? Okay, I guess not.
Oh, did you see that? Did you hear about what happened with P. Diddler lately?
I think I heard something about it, but enlighten me.
Well, let's just say 8 years ago there was a video. It was released. It was a video that was released from 8 years ago, which showed him beating the fuck out of his then girlfriend and throwing stuff at her. Also, he apparently ran out the room with a towel on to chase after her when she tried to run from him.
Okay, what was she wearing? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, I love you.
Yeah, no, life is not really good to be that guy right now.
I mean, to be fair, he was also apparently allegedly maybe raped one of his homies, unironically.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. What was he wearing? No, I'm kidding.
Jeans. They were probably a little too tight.
Khakis.
Oh, I remember that commercial. I know what you're talking about. It was like the Allstate.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it was State Farm, I believe.
My bad. Close
God
enough.
damn it. The alarm ended up catching me. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I see a clue bottle.
Hey, have you ever worn a mankini before?
Oh, you mean like those, Speedos? No,
Yes.
I've never worn those. Well, I mean, first off, I'm not brave enough to wear those, but I respect the guys that try to pull it off.
Actually, a mankini is like smaller than a or leaves less to the imagination than a speedo. But a speedos were already kind of small.
Okay, then yeah, I don't know, that's a little gay.
Okay, just asking.
Or
I
who-
think it's completely gay too.
Or who knows, maybe there are some women that are into it, I don't know.
I want to buy Hades too, but also kind of sort of have a policy of not buying games that are in early access. I still have to play the first one.
Yeah, honestly, I would say stick to your guns on that one, because I hear that Hades 2 isn't, like, it's not bad, but it's not as good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and since it's in early access, one of two things will happen. It will get better, or it will get worse.
Mhm.
To perform super sneaky thief moves.
But
God damn it. And I died. Oh, gosh darn it. At least I have a checkpoint. That helps. This game is very generous with checkpoints. I keep forgetting that. I mean, it probably was made for kids, so... Of course it would be. Do you remember the... Okay, so this kind of randomly popped in my head, but do you remember Naruto Ultimate Ninja Council?
I heard of it, never played it.
I had it for the GBA growing up. It was pretty fun. It was kind of like a 2D beat 'em up. But you basically fought all the Naruto characters.
Have you played Dragon Ball Taiketsu on the Game Boy?
No.
That game was dog shit. Don't.
I did,
My homie.
I was gonna say, I did emulate Dragon Ball Advance, though. That was pretty fun. Fuck!
Dragon Ball Legacy of Goku 2 and Boo's Fury is great. The first one is kind of shit.
I actually kind of like the presentation of them. They kind of looked like, Super
the
Nintendo
chibi-
games, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back, aren't I?
Yeah, I played Boo's Fury and Legacy of Goku 2. I didn't play the first one, but I was watching a YouTube video, and it just looked so clunky and boring. It was just so bare bones.
I need to replay through all of the Budokai games at some point.
Wait, Boo's Fury and Legacy of Goku's on the Game Boy. But are you actually talking about actual Budokai?
Yeah, like, the ones on the PS2. Those are great.
Oh, hell yeah. Not the second one so much, which is why when they had the collection, they only had 1 and 3.
Yeah. It didn't have a lot... I was gonna say, didn't have a lot
It
of
had
wacky
it had a
fusions.
revised. Huh?
Didn't Budokai 2 have a lot of weird fusions?
Yeah, if you didn't press the buttons correctly, you would mess up the fusion. Like you could be Fat Boo. I mean, not Fat Boo. You could be Fat Gogeta or Skinny or Fat or Skinny Gotenks or something like that.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of curse shit.
Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll. Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Well, thank you, Bentley. Very cool. We just grab all these coins, because why not? Hi, would you like to buy a star? Well, I have no coins. Well, that's okay, you get one anyway. Hooray! I'm still laughing at that clip.
Now kill yourself. Wait, what?
Why would I do that?
No, I'm just saying it's like Toad just gives you the star, but then tells you to kill yourself.
Oh yeah?
Then you see like the thunder and the lightning. Like, oh crap, be serious. Now. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. Be right back.
Alright. Go bathe, Stinky.
Shut up. Suck on D's.
Yeah, maybe later. But for now, you gotta take a shower. Okay, so far so good. I've been 100%ing all the clue bottle stuff, so... Let's go down here. I forget what this level is. Into the machine. Oh, okay, I think I remember what this is.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
God damn it. Fuck you.
Eureka! We're in the engine room. My analysis tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key and sabotage his machine while you're at it.
Okay, there is a clue bottle. Oh, what? Okay, I thought I had to climb up that. That was stupid of me. Anything over here? Nope. Okay, well, I'll have to go back up there. It's no biggie. I think I might actually have to exit the level. I forget, does it save every single clue bottle? I guess we'll find out. Yep, it does. Okay, cool. It's like Jack and Daxter. Once you collect it, it just... Okay. Oh, I actually missed one. I'm glad I started over. Okay, did I miss any? Okay, cool, I got an extra life. This part always used to confuse me. Okay, let's see, am I missing anything? Nope, okay. Okay, there were no clue baubles in this area. Okay. Okay, did I miss any back there? Perhaps? Nope. Okay, I know for a fact there's some around here. Yep. There has to be something around here that I missed. Yep.
Bummer, you can't open this vault without finding the rest of the clues.
Okay, yeah, I'm missing a couple. I don't think they are around here at all. Yep, no, I have to go back. See, which one of them did I miss? It's not up there. And I don't think you can climb back up, so shit. Maybe it's somewhere around here? I don't know. If I were to guess, though, it's probably in that second bouncy area. That's probably what I missed. Or maybe there's like a breakable thing that I just chose not to look at. Oh, duh. I actually almost started over the level for that.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227.
Actually, it's 226.
These are the blueprints of Raleigh's entire operation. I wonder... Yes! I can wire this info directly into your binocucom. It'll show you the position of nearby clues and breakable objects.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab that level key. We should be out of here. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. Sure, why not? I can also die too. That's also an option I have. Okay, so that's what, 2 or 3 levels down? Okay, that's one level I did. That was another one. I think that every single hub area has like a kind of runaway from Carmelita type of stage, so I think there's that.
You can adjust the game camera using the right
Bentley, shut up.
analog stick. And to bring the
I
camera
get it.
behind you, click it.
But as I was saying, there's a level in every single hub world where you have to escape Carmelita for a few things, and there's also like a Bentley, or I think it's a Murray minigame type of thing. I think this is actually one of the minigames. I think. I'm not sure. Oh no, this is the one bullshit level where you have to hide in a barrel. This level's kind of annoying. Shouldn't be too hard, though.
Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know. It looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, hey, what's up, Gaseous? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, this level's kind of annoying. As I accidentally run into the rug and get insta-killed. It's a little annoying, but, it's alright. I do plan on getting all the clue bottles, by the way. That is going to be a thing. That's good. I'm doing okay, too. I'm just chilling after a work week. Oh wait, I have to get that barrel back, don't I? Have to be careful not to step on the rug. Oh yeah, this series is great. I do intend on beating through all of them eventually. Believe it or not, I actually... My first time playing this game was in 2016 when I got the HD remaster. I remember seeing commercials for it, and I even remembered my stepdad at the time. He actually asked me if I wanted to get this game, and I don't know, like the commercial for it was so cringy. Like before I even knew what the term cringy was, that I just kind of like shied away from it. But I'll probably post that commercial in the Discord if I have the time. Like I guess cringy's not the right word. It's more like tryhardy. But the game is great. I ended up beating Sly 1 back in 2016, got all the trophies for it. And I got about halfway into Sly 2, and I don't know, like, I didn't like some of the changes to the gameplay, but I'm willing to give it a second shot. Back then, commercials would often be very what the fuck. Yeah, and I don't know, it's like the way that Sly commercial for I think it was Sly 2. Fuck. But yeah, like the commercial for Sly 2, I just remembered it being kind of corny. It's like part of me wanted to play it, but then also part of me was like, I don't know. Oh, by the way, I've also been grinding a lot in Grand Pulse and Final Fantasy 13. Let's see, did you ever see the Earthworm Jim video where the old lady eats worms? No, I haven't seen that, but I bet that's cursed as shit. Oh, I forgot, you can actually hide in the barrel when you're still. I always like little things like that. I still haven't played any of the Earthworm Jim games. I hear they're pretty good. I know that Sega ads back in the 90s were really edgy too. I think I saw one magazine ad, not when it was relevant because I wasn't really alive back then. I was born in the mid-90s, so it's like, you know, that whole decade was just me being a potato or not existing at all, but... I remember there was one ad where some lady in lingerie was posing in front of a Game Gear. It was hysterical. Okay,
Whoa, what the hell?
Oh yeah, me and Gaseous were talking about video game ads, and I was bringing up that one magazine ad where some pretty lady in lingerie was posing in front of a Game Gear. Because that's what Sega was like back then.
Oh, right. It was Sega. Okay, I'm about to say, I'm like, I hope that wasn't Nintendo.
Yeah, no, they're...
But I guess Sega does what Nintendo owned.
Yep. Nintendo
I
was
have
all
a
like...
confession to make.
What's up?
I think I have HIV.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the shower and I noticed there's a purple spot on my back and my neck. I think I have HIV now.
Have you exchanged fluids with anybody?
No.
Then you don't have HIV.
Yeah, but I thought one of the symptoms was that you had like purple spots on you, but...
I mean, that could just be like a cyst or something. Gaseous is all like, sounds like cancer AIDS. My condolences, buddy.
Homie's like, oh, you got AIDS. See, even Gaseous knows, or Cassius knows.
Yeah, he
Hold on.
He calls himself Gaseous. It's like a pun.
Oh, Gaseous, okay.
It's like that one barbershop quartet from Family Guy shows up and he's like, "You got the AIDS." You ever see that episode of Family Guy?
No.
I'll have to send you a clip of that later. It's pretty funny. Like, they just go into like a whole barbershop quartet routine over some guy getting AIDS. But yeah, no, like, the only way you can contract HIV is if you exchange fluids with somebody. It's only fluid.
Wait, but that includes needles, right?
Yeah, that too. Have you shared any needles with people?
No, I don't do drugs, and I haven't been to the doctor to be poked and prodded.
Okay, then yeah, you're probably fine. Although, like, if you're concerned about it, I would maybe, like, I don't know, go to a PCP and just get it checked out, because you never know. It could be,
Or an allergic reaction to something, but I'm pretty sure it'd be all over my body, though, and just those two spots.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's only like, at the back of my neck and my back, because I only found this out when I was looking in the, mirror. Did I hit something hard yesterday? Because I know, like, when I was walking into the door, I might have bumped into something.
That could also be it, too. You probably just bruised your back. Let's see, Gaseous says, my handle is a pun on Muhammad Ali's real name.
Yeah, I know. I know, and I love it. I love you for it. Well, apparently, they're saying it's like... No, it can't be that. Well, maybe, but that condition's only for people over 50, though.
God damn it. I was gonna say though, didn't Muhammad Ali, didn't he only end up converting to Islam so that he could get out of Vietnam?
I don't know about that. I've heard about that, but I don't know. I know that he changed his name because he thought it was the slave master's name, but it turns out it wasn't. It was actually the name of a abolitionist.
Oh, okay.
So clearly, Muhammad Ali did not know his history.
I mean,
Because Cassius Clay was actually an abolitionist that was working to abolish slavery in the U.S.
he's still one of the most legendary fighters of all time. I guess boxing, right?
Are we talking about Cassius Marcellus Clay? Because that's the United States ambassador to Russia in like the 1800s, so no. But if we're talking about Muhammad Ali, formerly known as Cassius Clay, then yes.
Gotcha. See, Gassius says, impressive. Most people don't get the joke.
Well, actually, no. He was named after his father, who was named after Cassius Marcellus Clay. Okay, so it's like a generation thing. Okay.
It's like that weird family name that... It's shit, but, you know, you just stick it to your next kid.
No, it's not actually that bad. I mean, to name yourself after someone who opposed or abhorred slavery and the slave trade, I think that's good. I like that.
Yeah, but still, like, it is kind of a funny sounding name.
Well, so I either have cancer or I have HIV. Well, nice knowing you, bro.
It's all good. I will make sure to fund for your funeral. You will not get put into a jar. I'm missing some clue bottles, aren't I? God dang it. Let's see, what am I missing? I'll go ahead and grab that horseshoe.
But no, just so we're clear. HIV can seriously only be spread by fluids.
Correct. Same thing with monkeypox, by the way.
Wait, really?
Yep, it's only from like fluid.
Yeah, I keep getting Perupa, but I don't know what the hell that is.
That sounds like a wart that you get on your thumb.
It does. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it now, but I will probably check on it. Well, I'm gonna be washing clothes. I'm probably gonna wash all of my clothes that I brought home and clothes that I've worn and my bed sheets just to be on the safe side.
See, Gatsby says, funny how monkeypox was touted as the next big thing, then it vanished overnight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
It's only when it affects the gay community that people are all of a sudden silent about it.
So here's my question.
There's probably a clue bottle in one of these hallway sections that I'm missing. But what's your question?
So, gay men are the most likely to contract HIV, right?
Yeah, and that's just because a lot of them just don't use protection, because why would they?
Right. But the other thing is actually, apparently, HIV is easier to spread through the anal cavity, apparently, allegedly.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, because the anal cavity is a lot bigger than the, you know, your butt crack is a lot bigger than a vaginal crack, for instance.
Yeah, and then the other issue is that if you have it's easier, especially to have like cuts, sores, stuff you don't know about in your anus and stuff. So I would also assume that's probably the other reason.
Yeah, it's been a while since I thought about my asshole. I'm sure it's doing okay.
Have you put something in it? Should I be concerned?
No. Anal hurts.
Your future selves should have told you that.
Dude, I'm gonna spam the shit out of that song once June rolls around. Like, at the beginning of every single stream for the intro, I'm just gonna play that on repeat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see, the large intestine is made to absorb fluids, so it makes sense.
Oh, okay, that's also a...
It's backed by science as well. Did you see that, because you know that they have a pill that prevents AIDS so long as you take it beforehand? You know they actually had an ad for it, right? And it was just like...
When?
It was like a year ago. I remember me and my mom were just watching TV one day, and we saw this commercial for like this, you know, AIDS preventative pill thing, and like in the commercial it showed two guys smiling at each other.
I think I know what you're talking about. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, we were both just like, really? Like you're gonna stereotype it that much? Okay, I am not seeing a clue bottle. So.
I mean, wouldn't it make sense to have all kinds of people so it doesn't look like you're just singling people out?
Yeah. I guess they know their target demographic then, you know? Let me actually see how many clue bottles I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing 5. I'm sure one of them is like inside one of those boxes you have to smash. And I'm just missing it somewhere. I think I'm just gonna start bashing shit and see what I find. I was like 90% sure there's a blue bottle hidden in one of these like paintings or breakable walls. I guess not. Because I don't feel like playing through this level over again.
So now that you know I have HIV, should my next goal be to just spread it to everyone?
Hell yeah, dude. I say go for it. The gift that keeps on giving.
But no, apparently one of the symptoms or signs of HIV/AIDS is that you have these like spots that just appear on your body. These reddish purplish spots that appear on your body, so.
I mean, like, personally, like if you want my real opinion, I think you're fine, but, you know, again, like, I'm not a doctor, so. Maybe get that checked out if you feel like it, I don't know.
I mean, I'll see if it spreads or anything, or if it does, or if it starts hurting me or something, then I'll probably go.
I mean, there's a good chance that it could be like an ingrown hair, too.
Yeah, I probably would just have to see a dermatologist, because, again, it doesn't hurt me or anything.
Watch, there's gonna be like 5 clue bottles stuck somewhere.
Wait, what the hell are clue bottles? Like, you keep mentioning this. Like, what are they supposed to do for you? I thought you already beat this game, so why do you need clue bottles?
Well, I beat it on PS3 like a long time ago, but let's see, gas. So like the way that clue bottles work is you collect all of them. Oh, and I just found them right there. But the way that it works is if you collect all of them in a stage, you can unlock the safe, and that'll give you some secrets. Okay, so I found 3 of them. I need 2 more. So you're pretty sure there's a hidden area near a bookshelf on the 2nd floor. Oh, yep, you were right. saves contain new moves. Yep, it's new abilities, new moves, or sometimes it'll just be like a little thing to add to your radar. I'm able to... Okay, cool. Perfect. God dang it. I still haven't gotten the game over yet, so if anything, that's just that's good news.
If anything, it means you're gay.
Oh,
So I
by
got
the
news for
way,
you.
this morning I was watching this viral clip of this woman on Twitter who's like really fat, and you know she was complaining about male toxicity in gaming spaces. Like she was another one of those
I saw
people.
that. Was Asmongold talking about her too? Because I feel she was.
Yep, Asmongold was commenting
I was
on
gonna
that
bring
clip.
it up earlier, but since a shower was a little more important, I forgot. But yeah, so I was gonna ask, because you know how we call each other in the Discord chat, all that stuff, or gay and like
Right, like it's
all
all
that
in
stuff, right?
jest.
Right. So you know, so we all know it's a joke and we don't take it personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. I think there's nuance with this. I feel that if you just met someone, you shouldn't be making those kinds of jokes or saying that to them.
Right. And there is a way that you can take it too far. Like if somebody like for example, if like you are from the South and someone keeps making if they keep making incest jokes at you, but it's like a constant barrage of just like you know that, and they kind of give that voice of like yeah, I'm totally making fun of you. Then
Right.
yeah, you need to tell them to cut it out, or personally I would just find better friends, but
Right. I think, and I was thinking I think there should be boundaries. Like I feel that if someone's not having fun, or if it stops being fun, you should stop.
right. But it's like what a lot of women don't understand is like that's just how dudes bond with each other.
Also, let's not forget, women can be just as vicious and just as gross as men. So
Oh, dude,
let's
they're
not even
worse.
go there.
Like women are worse. Like, have you seen some leaked DMs from women just bitching at each other?
Or like the way they'll cut other women down. Like first off, like I'm gonna be real with you. Hold on a second. Okay, never mind, not important. Yeah, no, like women are awful. They talk about like I would never say stuff like that, or
Right, and I don't know. I kind of feel like with male friends, it's like they're dicks to each other, but it's like in a playful way. Whereas like women are complimenting each other in a playful way, but behind the scenes, it's like they talk shit behind each other's backs. But with guys, it's like the inverse of it. It's like we'll play around and make fun of each other from time to time, but
or like or like in a video game where we talk trash to each other. It's like, bro, it's a damn video game.
all women hate each other because they are in competition for attention and resources for men. Yeah, there's definitely like an evolutionary aspect to that too. I feel like I don't know, I feel like with guys, it's like you have to kind of like be okay with joking around with each other in that
Well,
way.
but that's also how some people test other people, where it's like if you can't take a joke or if you're a fucking weirdo about it, you know to avoid them.
Right. It's like like maladjusted people will always just find insults insulting no matter what, but sometimes it's okay as long as it's in like good taste. And that's the difference. It's like
for instance, if your parents died, heaven forbid, your parents die, I'm not gonna make jokes about it.
right, because that wouldn't be appropriate.
Now, to be fair, there are some people where it's like after a certain amount of time making a joke about something, or if it is ironic or funny, it's like it's okay. But again, I wouldn't do it if the wound's still fresh. I give it time before I go there. But in general, I know that with some people, or in general, there's just some things you don't joke about.
Right. And it's like, as long as you know not to go there, then that's fine.
Raccoonus. This one features
And it's different for every person, because, like I said, some people,
Use this to get by all kinds of airborne threats.
this level's fun. I like this level. But no, some people, they, like, there are some people that they will joke about just about anything, like nothing's off the table. But then, you know, some people who are just like, please don't talk about my family, please don't talk about certain things, this, that, and the other. Like, okay, and you just don't go there.
Right. It's like, you can joke about other things, but it's always important to respect, like, things that people are, like, really, like, you know, deeply passionate about. Like, you really shouldn't go there with some people.
Right.
Also, one other thing that doesn't help, too, is that a lot of people, especially nowadays, are, like, on the spectrum, so it's like they just don't have, like, the mental capacity to understand the difference between, like, when a guy is just messing around with another guy, or if they're actually, like, trying to pick on them. Imagine going through life and being scared of words. Exactly. I mean, if you think about it, that's pretty much what Twitter is. Just people getting offended at other people who type shit that they don't like. I'm so glad I don't use that dogshit website anymore, by the way.
What website?
Twitter.
I mean, honestly, I think Elon Musk made it worse, but whatever.
The one thing I do appreciate Elon Musk for doing on that, you know, for buying out Twitter, was when he, what do you call it? When he was exposing all those people that got banned for no reason. You know, think what you want about Sargon of Akkad, he didn't deserve to be banned. And also, he kind of exposed Joe Biden for covering up the laptop story.
Well, that's his son, unfortunately.
Yeah. Although that was one story that possibly could have, it really could have affected the outcome of the 2020 election had not Joe Biden requested that they censored that shit. Oh yeah, I fucked with idiots on Twitter for years. Fun times. Yeah, you can't really do that with people on the internet anymore. They're too sensitive.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like you and I, Raiku, like, we're the last generation of people that kind of grew up with the internet when it first came out, and we kind of saw when we were kids how batshit insane it could get sometimes. And there was no such thing as, like, auto filters or, you know, shit like that, so it's like you either just,
Bro, if someone called you the N-word on the line, or even like back on the 360 days, if someone called you the N-word or something, you just either had to take it or you just had to you had to suck it up and deal. There was none of this crying to Microsoft or any of that shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I remember, like, when I was on YouTube, this is an actual comment that someone replied to me. He actually told me to slit my wrists, you fuck-eating cock shit.
Oh, I remember that.
No, it wasn't cock-eating fuck shit. It was cock-eating ass shit, which is even funnier. Let's see,
No, there are some people that when they make fun of you, they're just like, okay, that's actually a good one, and you just laugh at it.
Yeah, it's like whenever they come up with an insult that's so creative, it's like, you know, you just have to admire how creative it was. I'm telling you, dude, like, trolling comments were like that used to be an art that's, like, at least on modern social media, you can't really do. Let's see,
yeah, because you're just as likely to get banned as you are to get praised.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Gassius says, hard disagree. You can say horrible, fucked up shit on social media if you are creative enough with words. I mean, yeah, you know, that is true, but...
But you also have to understand that people will still find a way to report or mass report or ban you if they... even if your insult is creative, so yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Should you do it and risk... I mean, if you don't care about... because, like, I don't really go on Twitch anymore. I don't care about Twitch. And I honestly believe it's kind of a waste of time, so... I'm not saying that I hate any streamer and I don't, like, not support people, but it's just that... I don't know. I just don't feel like sitting around watching someone stream, really.
Yeah, I mean, for me it kind of depends. See, I love it when idiots in the comment section get mad. So fun to poke them. Yeah, true. Fun fact, I messed with people for years and my Twitter account never got banned. Yeah, I don't think I ever got banned on Twitter either. Although, I didn't really troll around when I first started using Twitter. I think I only started using Twitter back in, like, 2020, around that time. So, yeah, that was kind of like the, yeah, I never got to experience the heyday of that. You have to duck and weave past the sensor bots like new James Bond twerking past security lasers with a stolen bike. Yeah. I remember one thing I used to enjoy doing on Twitter was creating N-word chains. It's like, you know, they would start up with a word that, you know, it starts with an N and then
Yeah. Oh, Instagram does it sometimes where people will put like N as the word and then IG, but then I remember some people will get mad and say, "Hey, yo, we're not doing this," or put like a different letter.
Yeah, just to break the chain, just to be a bunch
Yep.
of, just to ruin the fun for everyone. I really need to stop running into that fire. Most of the best words start with the letter N, like Nigel. And nougat, too. Don't forget about that. And ninja. Ninja's a fun N-word. I always like that one meme where they would just Photoshop Nigel's face on Disney princesses. I thought that was a good one.
So, you think Pete Diddler is going to jail now?
Oh yeah, for sure. His career is done, at least in the public eye. Or the classic Enwa. Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Super?
Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, I watched up until the episode where I believe it was Android 18 or 17. I'm sure someone will roast me for that, but I remembered it was one of the androids that won the tournament.
Yes. Okay, that's the Tournament of Power. Do you remember? So then, do you remember Zamasu, where he was like Ningen? A lot of people use that.
Oh.
Ningen.
I don't remember that character, but that is pretty funny.
Goku Black.
Guys, stop! This man isn't black.
Yeah, well, he's a version of. He's Zamasu that stole dude's body, Goku's body from another universe or another timeline.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Speaking of that, do you remember when the people at Funimation got exposed for saying a bunch of homophobic slurs?
Wait. I remember Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, was talking about Gohan being a fag. I remember the voice of Vegeta, Piccolo, and Yamcha, and the Guru were talking about having gay sex.
Yeah,
and then the voice of Chi-Chi was trying to have incest with Gohan, so I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm not making any of this up, by the way.
Yeah, I know, that's all leaked audio, that it was all
Yes.
outtakes. It wasn't meant to be, like, included in the show or anything, but I really do think that, I keep forgetting his name now, but that dude that voiced Alphonse, or Edward Elric and Broly, he did not deserve to get cancelled.
Vic Mignogna, yes.
Yeah, Dish Lasagna.
Why do you keep calling him that? Do you hate him?
No. For some reason,
Oh, okay.
that name kind of reminds me of that, though. Vic Lasagna.
Dick Lasagna? Hi, dear, can you open up your cloth? Will you show me nice pic of your bob? Let's have sexy sex. Cloth off.
God dang it. Almost got wedged between two platforms there. Funny PS2 and 3D game platforming physics. Gohan is a bit light in the loafers, according to his dad.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that was during the clip.
Oh, when he said that his son was a fag?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember, yep.
Kind of like how Jill Valentine has been in many, many sandwiches.
Oh, Jill Valentine. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
You were almost a Jill sandwich. I will always...
Yeah, well, she's about to be a jizz sandwich, if you know what I mean. Or is it an Oreo? Wait, no. It's only an Oreo. She's between two black guys. Never mind.
Yep. I still need to play the Resident Evil games, by the way. I know I keep saying that.
Hey, I need you to actually not, and I need you to suck a dick. Oh wait, no, I remember. We tried to play RE5, but
the co-op didn't work, right?
Yeah, I think it was because you were on Linux at the time, or it was because for whatever reason some asshole kept joining my game, which was so annoying. Cause like every time I tried to add you or search for you, someone else would just randomly join my game, and I'm pretty sure I had that set to set friends only, so I'm not sure how he found me.
Let's see, Gassia says he was more of a Silent Hill guy.
Have you played 4, and did you like it? I actually have to know.
RE5 works perfect on Linux. I play it every February to celebrate Black History Month. Oh, hell yeah. You remember when people thought that was racist?
That was like one of the first games they came after. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it was from an article back in like 2009.
I think that RE5 should be fine, because if RE5 is racist, then RE4 is racist.
Yeah, it's racist against the Spaniards. But they're white, so nobody cared.
Right. So I don't get it. It's like you can kill Spaniards, but you can't kill... Never mind, I can't say that. Never mind.
Well, I mean, you
Wait,
can,
of course
but I can't.
So you can kill... I mean, well, to be fair, Africans aren't the same as American blacks, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because they actually have a culture, and they actually have a... Well, here's the thing. I think... Actually, no. Black people in America do have a culture, but let's be real, it's not a good one.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it's stereotyped for a reason.
I mean, that's actually why, have you ever heard of the Hodge twins or the Conservative twins?
I think I've heard of them, but I never really watched them.
One of them have actually said that they don't have very many black friends for the reasons of what's going on here.
Oh, dang.
And to be fair, I kind of understand. I mean, that's going on these days, and I kind of understand it. I'm not saying you shouldn't have black friends with it, but I don't know. I get it, but because like I don't like being around hood rats or any of that other stuff, so I get it.
Right, and it's like, if you're friends with a black guy who's just like, a normal human being, they're like, okay, well, he's obviously not like a true black,
Right. And that's why I hate that, because like, even at a young age, it's like, because I don't speak Ebonics, I'm not a true black man.
Right. I actually saw one meme a while ago where it was like it was trying to make fun of like the white guy that was like, oh yeah, I have tons of black friends, or friends who are black, and it's like his friends, and it was just like a picture of Urkel and just like all the really safe corporate people, and it's like why are people...
Those aren't real black.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he needs to have at least like one gold chain around his neck in order for him to be black. It's like, what the fuck? Let's see, Gassia says Silent Hill 4 is okay, but it felt more like a spin-off.
As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, in that storyline, the the guy in the story wasn't actually, it wasn't his nightmare. He just got trapped in someone else's nightmare. Which I think is really dumb.
Every black friend I have can't stand black culture in the U.S. So yeah, you're definitely not the only one.
Oh, I'm not. Let me. Oh, wow. I like how. I'm so glad he gets it. But yeah, no, but if I say that, I'm a coon. If you say it, you're a racist, and it's just too much. But no, because listen, at the gas station, that's actually why I do not like being around just hood. Because I'm not gonna say black people in general because that's stupid.
Right.
When I specify, I'm saying like hood thugs. I can't be around those people because it is not safe to be around them.
Yeah, same here. Like back when I used to live in like a really shady part of my city. It wasn't always black people, but I don't know, just like that whole attitude of like being confrontational with everyone you see on the street or like harassing them. Like
oh yeah, and to be fair, it is not exclusive to blacks, but enough people do it where it's synonymous with black. Cause like, and I was thinking about this last night because my thing is that if you listen, it's like when you think of black people, a lot of people think of thugs and hood rats and all that stuff. Think of thugs and hood rats, but it's like if you pull up a white guy, or if you think of a white guy, you don't think of a thug, you don't think of a hood rat, and oh, I forgot to make dinner. You don't think of a. I gotta go put them together real quick.
Okay.
I'm still talking. You don't think of thugs, you don't think of hood rats, you don't think of ghetto shit.
I always just imagine like some like 30-year-old guy with like short hair and a collared shirt.
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real
Right.
test for you.
Or a guy who can't eat spicy food anyway.
Yeah.
Or when you think of Asians, you don't think of thugs.
You're not gonna tell me I have to shoot myself.
I always just
out?
think of Jackie Chan.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me.
Although,
Anyway, to get
but I'm not
inside
saying
that
exactly like
thing, you have to
everybody
steal
or
all
every
7
group
of those
has
treasures.
thugs
So
and
what
hood
are we waiting
people.
for?
Cause like I mean
Show
I
me
remember I was
hollow
walking.
ones. It's
You mean my
I was walking to
holographic
work, or I was
markers?
walking home because I was trying to get someone to
I'll
help me, and
slide
this
whatever it takes to
Mexican
get shot out
dude,
of that
I
gun
was asking
and
him if he
steal
could help
back
me
my
out, or if he
family's
knew like where I
Thievius
could get like
Raccoonus.
a store that has like a battery charger or like a car charger, like a jumper cable.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, fuck you, man, you're a bitch." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay." So it's like, okay. So clearly it exists. It exists in Hispanics and all that stuff, but it's like
It even exists
there's
with white people too, like especially if
Right,
they do
I mean,
drugs.
like mafia. I mean, but I'm just saying it's like there's like mafia, the trailer trash is like they exist, but it's just that you don't think of those people when you think of thugs and hoods.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I do not like being around those kinds of people, because it's just like, oh, you guys are just awful humans, and
You found it, Sly. This is where Raleigh's gang of
I'm just not putting. And I just don't want to put up with that. I mean, even my brother was saying that
Yeah.
he's seen people just pop off with guns and stuff, and he said that he's like left and just stopped hanging out with people because of stupid crap like that.
that's it.
Let's see. What about the chirp?
Drive the sub in one direction
Huh?
while
Oh
firing
no, nothing. I was just I was echoing what Gaseous was saying in the chat.
What do you say?
He's saying that's actually a very common opinion.
Yeah, but if you say that, you're racist and you hate black people. So stupid.
The socioeconomic factors that are leading to people shooting guns at each other. So sad. Like, doesn't anybody just do lunch anymore? The trick is to not give a shit if someone calls you racist. Simple. Yeah, and it's also the same thing with, like, homophobia and transphobia and whatever type of phobia. It's like, as long as you know that... Like, basically, like as long as you're not trying to stop people from just being themselves. Like, as long as they're not, like, a terrorist or a pedophile, who gives a shit?
Hey, but you know, pedos, they have a value too. I hate people who do that shit.
Yeah. I was actually watching a little bit of a clip. To be honest, I kind of have mixed opinions on him, but I was watching a little bit of that Deadwing Dork live clip re-upload, where he was talking about this. Yeah, like he made a video where he kind of did a deep dive into a website that it was trans people that were trying to get kids to you know, like groom them, and like they were basically pedophiles hiding behind the trans flag, essentially.
So like Catholic, got it.
Right, and it's like his fan base actually kind of attacked him for it because, you know, he was making you know, quote unquote trans people look bad. But it's like there's really no way you can describe it other than the fact that trans people do that shit too. You know?
See, and that's one of the things that I don't get is like they attribute negative. It's the same thing with like masculinity. They attribute all that stuff. They attribute negativity to masculinity, but virtue to femininity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with like gay dudes and trans dudes. Like they can't be bad people because
Oh, yeah.
gay and trans, they're marginalized.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that Twitch bitch that was you know, ranting about men. She was actually exposed in a clip for saying like she hopes that if she ever has a son that he ends up being gay. You know, because gay people are only positive people. You know, like there's not a single evil gay person in the world.
But also, it's like if you want to have kids, a straight guy has to be involved somehow, because you know most gay dudes can't have kids unless you're gonna be the sperm donor.
Right. Like if you want your kid to resent you, just project all of your insecurities about men onto them, and they will fucking hate you.
Actually, there was just one chick. He was black, not our Twitch rant person, but
right.
He said if she had a son, she would abort him, or if she had a kid and she knew it was a son, she would abort him.
Damn.
Because what she said is she doesn't want to raise someone's abuser, and I'm just like, hold on. And well, some people clap back, and I actually agree. Like, you cannot, if you raise your kid, regardless of if. Like, even a kid who was conceived and raped, like, they're not going to be a rapist just because their father's a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean they have to be. Matter of fact, that's your opportunity to raise someone who isn't a piece of shit. Or put them up for adoption. But I understand the trauma, they don't... So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm just saying is that... But anyway, back to the other woman. If you... It's like if you wouldn't have to raise someone's abuser, because I'm like, so if you have a kid with someone, I'm talking about a normal, healthy relationship, then if you raise them correctly, they will not be a rapist and an abuser.
Right, but it's like they just,
more than likely.
The problem is like they associate all men with like rapists, so.
Which makes no sense. Although I think white gay dudes apparently still get shit because they're white.
God damn it. That crab stole my treasure.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Being gay does not absolve you. I'm sorry.
How dare you? Let's see, Gaseous says, my wife wanted our son to be gay. Thank God I didn't have kids with her. Yeah, like, I think that's... Wait,
did he just say wife?
Yeah, I think he might have had an ex-wife, is what he said.
Oh, my bad. I was about to say, because I'm sorry, I thought Gaseous, well, maybe because I assumed. I thought he was, like, about our age, so never mind. Or...
Oh, yeah, no, I think he said that he was in his 40s. He's a...
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Makes
a bit
sense.
of a boomer.
Bit of a boomer, oh my god.
Or I guess, like, Gen Xer.
Yeah, he's probably like a late Gen X or like a beginning of the millennials.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I feel like when you raise your kids with, you know, expectations that only really they can validate, that's where you're fucking up as a parent. Like, you shouldn't be projecting your, you know, like what you want in your kid onto them and, you know, trying to pressure them into being a certain way, or else you'll be like a disappointment.
That's also why I hate the kids or the parents that want to live vicariously through their kids. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, same. I had I was gonna say I had a lot of friends growing up that had parents that were like that, where it's like I didn't know exactly, but I could kind of tell that
He's like, I need you to become a baseball star. I need you to become the best musician ever so that I can feel it validated, I guess. I'm like, that's so sad. It's so pathetic.
Vicarious living is disturbingly common. Yeah.
Congratulations!
Yeah, I did it.
You
I'm so smart. I actually don't hate the Bentley, or not the Bentley, the Murray, fuck, what do you call it? The Murray mini games. They're not bad. They're just a little bit annoying. And you can always restart
You're a
them.
little bit annoying, but we still put up with you.
True. But I'm just so likable, you know?
Right.
I have to go up there, don't I? Yeah. God damn it. I was trying to avoid that spitball, but... Thank God they put extra lives.
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying thank God they put extra live. They ended up putting like a respawning extra life right there. I actually do kind of wish that they would port over the Sly games, you know, the whole collection, and just port them on all platforms. I feel like
Hey, you know what I wish?
What?
I wish we got a realistic, boring remake, just like God of War, of Sly Cooper, so that you don't have a jump button.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, imagine playing this game without a jump button.
Or Jack and Daxter, for that matter. Well, first off, Jack and Daxter's the first game was basically a platformer collectathon, so not having a jump button in that game would be weird as hell.
Yep. Yeah, I also kind of agree with you, Gaseous. Deadwing Dork is a little bit of a...
Is he a lolcow?
No, he's not a lolcow. He kind of talks about lolcows. He does deep dives into strange people on the internet. Just one of those people. But the one thing I don't like about him, though, is that he has, like, obvious leftist ideas, but he tries to act like he's the cool, tough kid 4chaner. And it's like you can be one or the other, but you really can't be both. Fuck. Sorry, I died.
Onion. Chopping onion. That sounded a little creepier than I intended it to. I promise I'm okay.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, I did not make dinner, so I'm boiling some water.
Oh, nice. What you making?
Spaghetti.
Oh, nice. It's actually been a while since I made spaghetti. Okay, that was close. I almost died there. Let's see, yeah, another lapsed liberal acting like a centrist because the leftists are making them all look bad. Yep. I agree with you on there. And, like, every once in a while, whenever Deadwing Dork isn't talking about strictly politics, he actually is pretty entertaining. Like, there was one live stream he did where he was talking about a bunch of Mario adults that played with puppets. Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
You said Mario adult?
Yeah, like not Sonic people. Like this is something that you'd expect a Sonic fanboy to do, but no. Like apparently there's a whole community of people on YouTube that they play with dolls and puppets and roleplay with them and pretend to be Mario characters or Nintendo characters.
What the fuck?
And they also get into arguments with like 6-year-olds. It's hilarious. I'll have to show you some clips of that later, but...
Oh yes, please do.
He's also kind of a simp. He did a stream dunking on the abortion chick and halfway through started simping for her. Shameful. Yeah, he did
The what?
So, a couple of years ago, yeah, I keep forgetting her name, Lindsay Ellis, the nostalgia chick. She got canceled by her own fan base because of a tweet she made about this Asian-influenced animated movie. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like Cuba and the Seven Strings or whatever the fuck. But anyways, like she compared it to.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like she compared it to Avatar: The Last Airbender, and her fan base tried to give her shit for it. And she created this like 2-hour apology video, going over some of the things. Like it was just basically deflection. And you know, like not because like what she did was necessarily wrong. It was because she tried to make it to where like, you know, the right is actually like the ones that created cancel culture, and there's no actual evidence to support that the left does any kind of canceling. Haha.
Wait, is that a joke?
No, like that's kind of her thing. She was one of those pretentious essayist channels like Illuminati, but
More cringe somehow?
yeah, like I think that she was actually more entertaining when she was with Doug Walker, personally.
Oh, that girl. Okay.
Yeah, and like even though I didn't really give a shit about the movies she talked about, you know, it was mostly just like Zoomer chick shit, like the Bratz movie, and I think she also did like top 10 lists on like the worst Disney sequels. Like that video was fine, but I don't know, just like in general, she, like Doug, pretty much carried her talent. Complete denial and reflection, honestly pathetic even by her standards. Yeah, I agree. Although, you know, one thing that you do have to give her credit for, she did have a Amazon bestseller, and that's something that a lot of people don't have. Especially,
Wait, what?
yeah,
This one was cake.
it was either like a New York Times best-selling book or it was like a best-selling Amazon thing, one of those. So, you know, she's doing okay if she still does YouTube. I don't know if she does or not. But it's not like the world would miss her. So what you're saying is that the abortion chick is more successful than Empty Hero? Yep. That's actually where I was going with that. Empty Hero is just this streamer that Gassius and I follow. He's also a writer, but he still hasn't had a bestseller yet.
Magically jump into her purse. From now on, you'll automatically collect any coins you come near.
I think we're about to go to the first boss. G, could you link your friend the Manos gay joke video I made? That will tell him all he needs to know. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. That was a pretty entertaining video, by the way. I know I keep saying that, but the editing was great.
Well, I just died. Wait, do I get kicked out of the world? No! No! Wait, no, please! Oh, thank God.
How delightful. We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
The voice acting for this game is okay.
Sloppy of me not to
I'm not really a huge fan of Sly's voice actor, though. But I think he gets better as the series goes on.
Is it because you have no talent? Is that why you have to shit on him?
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, I
Would
would
have
be
been better.
like I would be a
Would've been-
horrible voice actor. I just don't have that type of voice for it.
Yeah, you do. Just audition for the gay roles. You're a shoo-in.
That's mean. Carmelita also has a different VA for every game. Yeah, I thought that was strange.
Wait, really?
Yeah, believe it or not, in the fourth game, it was the same voice actor as that annoying toucan from My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
No way.
Yes.
No.
They actually
I
got
know
her to
exactly-
voice Carmelita for the fourth game.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. Damn.
That was,
I'm sorry.
That
Did they
was-
just hate Did they just hate her?
I guess. Or I guess the voice actress who keeps doing the role gets bored and moves on.
I mean, to be fair, I get it. You know, maybe I should just get the timepiece and get the hell out of here, because I keep falling a lot. Yes, I know it's a skill issue, but you know.
That was such an annoying show, by the way, when I was growing up.
What, My Gym Partner's a Monkey?
Yeah, that was awful.
The whole premise of the show was pretty fucking stupid, to be honest.
Well, I mean, the idea had some creativity, but I don't know.
Well, okay, but the way they kept going, I don't know. I felt like they were, at least the way they were doing it, they were running out of ideas pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think I got canceled pretty quickly too.
Some of the episodes were pretty cool, like what's his name? Adam failing the spelling bee against his friend just so he could keep his friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like stuff like that.
There was also that one episode where the monkey dude, like he was pretending to be a girl for like a cheerleading role, but then there was actually like another monkey that looked just like him in drag, and there was conflict with that. That was pretty funny, but yeah, just overall the show was just so mediocre. It was okay.
There's also that one where Adam accidentally exposed the fact, because he didn't know it was true, that he had fake ass cheeks because the dude was making fun of him.
God dang it.
And
Sorry,
that his apparently his what?
I was just saying I died.
Oh. But yeah, so I guess there was stuff like that that was cool, but for the most part, I could live without that show.
Yeah, same. It was the toucan that ruined it for me, though. Her voice was so fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's why you got to hear all of it in Sly 4. But didn't people hate Sly 4 in general?
I don't think they hated it. I just think that they would have just rather seen it not exist, because it contradicts a lot of the story. Let's see, Bentley's VA is one of the game devs, so it's the same for all the games. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, y'all can't get rid of me.
Oh, fuck. Why did I... Okay. I actually need to concentrate on this. I forget I'm not really used to his patterns.
Weird birdhouse. You should. I got. Hey, I guess what, bro? I cleared the birdhouse. I'm special.
Oh, nice. Let's see, Gassio says he likes Sly 4, even though I get why some people didn't like it.
Hey, Gassius, do you like Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank?
I liked the first Jak and Daxter game. I wasn't really a huge fan of Jak 2. I felt like that was such a departure.
I played Jak 3 and I watched a friend play Jak 2, so I understand because I was so confused when I saw the first games. I was so confused when I played the first game. Like that first game was very lighthearted, kind of a little silly and goofy. Not saying that's necessarily a good or a bad thing.
Right.
But then you see, but then because it was basically like not. I mean, I don't. It was like Banjo and Kazooie. It's probably a better game to compare it to. It was like Banjo and Kazooie, where you were playing where it was like a collectathon. You but then you go to Jak Jack 2, and it's all darker and edgier. Dude was in prison or something. It was like I totally get why a lot of people did not like that.
Yeah, he said that. Let's see. He liked Ratchet and Clank, played most of the game, and he said he only liked Jack 1 and 3. And I'd say that's probably my opinion too.
Yeah, I think Jack 2 seems to be like the one a lot of people just didn't like, but I think that game got darker and edgier, at least with the Jack 3, which I love. They kind of found that middle ground with the goofiness, or you know, with some of the humor, and then the gameplay from Jack 2.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I get it.
I still think that Jack 1 is the best though. I just didn't like the incorporation of the guns. I felt like that was trying to ape off of
Ratchet and Clank.
He said he
To
actually
be fair-
100%ed Jack 2. He didn't like it.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held
wait, I didn't
detailed
get kicked out of the
instructions on how to
world?
perform my
That's-
ancestor
I am
Ryoichi
so
Cooper's
confused.
Jack 1 was the
ninja-inspired
best
jump.
easily.
A technique he developed
Yeah,
while
it was the one that had the most
sneaking through
personality.
castles of Felix
Although I
Town.
do appreciate how they took
Finding
some
a
of the
way off
improvements
Raleigh's
from
boat
Jack
got
2,
a little tricky with the
infused
untimely
it with
arrival of
the
Inspector
personality
Fox,
of Jack 1, and just
who,
made that
failing
Jack
to
3.
find me, busted Raleigh and his crew.
Oh, maybe this is actually a free roam world. Wait, so where's the other?
With the storm machine out of commission,
Oh,
folks
maybe that's
found
why
their
they
way
didn't
back
boot
onto
me
the
out, 'cause
ocean,
I
and
guess
the
this is
mystery of the
basically
Welsh
a hub
Triangle
world.
faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
Okay, cool. So I got all the treasure chest keys and got all the power-ups from that first world.
We're all set to go to Mesa City.
Oh yeah, this is the one where I go to Utah. Jack 1 was the best
It had been
easily.
a while since
Yeah.
I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious mugshot. Ruthless muscle of the Fiendish Five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter. A neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard to get there, fueled on his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be kicked on or pushed around again.
That guy is holding like 2 machine guns with each arm and just like shooting in the air.
So he's holed up in Mesa City, huh? I've always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
I remember a few parts of these stages being a little annoying. Recoil does not exist in cartoons because of reasons. Oh yeah, dude.
Wait, what happened?
He was saying that recoil does not exist in cartoons because of reasons. Yeah.
Have you seen Looney Tunes?
Oh yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
But I think he was commenting on what I said when he was holding like 2 machine guns with each arm and just blasting the air, pulling the boogie.
Where is it?
Or 80s action movies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks cool in the movies and the games and such, but
Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from
I actually
Raleigh's
went
It's
to a
not
gun
as-
range for the first time a few months ago, and yeah, I definitely see
Do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
what recoil
Why that
is
doesn't
like.
work?
Yeah.
Wait, you went to a gun range?
Yeah, remember I told you about it?
Oh, duh, I remember now. No, I forgot. You said that you only fired handguns if you fire a rifle. What was it?
It was both. I ended up firing the revolver, like Ocelot.
Yeah, I remember now.
That one I actually sucked at when it came to the aiming, but I was more of a fan of the rifles because it had like the scopes. My dad actually knew a guy that's like a gun collector. He has guns from like the Civil War era, World War One, Korea, Vietnam, and I was able to try them all out. The one from the Civil War era was really loud though. Like there was a shit ton of kickback. And I was actually scared to use it at first, but it's like once I got used to the vibrations, it wasn't that bad. Unrealistic as fuck, but yeah, it looks cool. Yeah. Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about that. You know he's not allowed to ever be president, right?
Why?
Because he wasn't born in this country.
Okay, but isn't there like some rule where it's like if you live in the U.S. long, or no, that's only if you're born in the U.S. but you move away for a few years. Okay. Yeah, no, that was my bad.
Yeah, if you're not born in this country, so I mean, a lot of people try to use that to get Obama removed from office, because apparently he was born in Kenya or some shit allegedly.
Yeah, not Hawaii. But that didn't stop Ted Cruz.
Wait, Ted Cruz?
Well, I mean, Ted Cruz isn't the president, though. Or, I mean, he tried running for president, right?
I don't think he did. I mean, wait, no, you're right, he did. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting, because he's just like Hillary. He always fails.
Mm-hmm. Except just not as spectacularly. Like, Ted Cruz is actually a smart guy.
Yeah, but he also does some weird shit that makes people hate him, and I kinda get it.
Mm-hmm. I know that he, back in 2017, he helped sign a bill that would, allow the government to just spy on all your internet activity. He actually took part in that. He wasn't the only Texas governor, but, or not governor,
Oh yeah,
senator.
no, the Republicans always do stupid shit like this, so the only reason I even care about who all is in office, like who owns the House, who owns the presidency, is because you do realize that the day that the Democrats or the Republicans get full control of the House, the Senate, and the executive office, we're fucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but technically he was born in a different country, yet he was allowed to run. Yeah, that's very strange.
Okay, so it depends, because I know that people... Okay, I don't know if he's from a military family, because, like, there are some people who are born in, like, other countries. You know, like, military families. My dad was one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that counts. So maybe it does depend on the age. Because, like, if your parents are American, you just happen to be born in another country, maybe that changed. I'll have to look at the exact stipulations, but from what I remember, I think that's why Arnold couldn't run for president, because I believe he was born in Austria, and I'm pretty sure he grew up there. I don't think he came to America until he was already a man, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Could be.
But I'll have to look into it. You know what? Hold on, let me grab my phone real quick.
Let's see, we all know which group owns the House, the Senate, the presidency, etc. Yep, it's all the satanic pedophiles.
I mean, to be fair, Republican or Democrat doesn't matter, because nothing gets done, because like, the Democrats get power, they just do stupid shit. When the Republicans get power, they just do nothing with it and waste time, and then when they lose it all, because they're stupid.
Yeah, like, there are definitely some things you can criticize Republicans for when it comes to, like, you know, like, whenever they get power. Like, one thing I noticed during Trump's presidency, again, I'm not, like, one of those Trump bashers that just hates him. You know, that just bashes him for the sake of bashing him, but there was one thing he did back in 2018 during one of the Florida shootings that happened. He ended up giving this really cringy speech about, like, violent video games. And then
Bro,
Walmart.
I hate when politicians do stuff like that.
But you know why they do it, right? It's not because they actually believe in what they say. It's because a lot of it is like lobbying. Like, you know, the NRA is like all over the Republican Senate's pockets. You know, the National Rifle Association and all these people, it's like they lobby Congress and, you know, they just get them to enact policies that are stupid, but, you know, it makes them money, so they don't care. I really think that there should be an amendment that bans government lobbying, then we could actually get more shit done. But, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, because, you know, the government is the one that passes those laws. So, yeah, like, honestly, the whole system is kind of corrupt, the more you think about it, but, I mean, it could be a lot worse. We could live in China, where, the government will straight up, you know, take away your rights if you, don't say the things that they want you to say.
So here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's still related to politics, but, just so we're clear, you do realize that half the reason nothing changes or there's a lot of friction between the parties is because their lobbyists do not allow them to vote or have certain things. Like the Republicans, they aren't anti-gun or any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's a lot of Republicans that really do probably want to ban guns, though.
Yeah, I think that's what Donald Trump tried to do. It was like for a brief
With the
moment.
bump
though.
stocks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I understand it, but my issue is that if you ban the guns, that doesn't stop the criminals, because at that point you have to ban. Because like, we're gonna go so far, we're gonna end up like Britain.
Yeah, it's like.
Or we're gonna end up like Canada, where Canada has laws where it's like, their laws are very strict. Like, you can't have your ammunition or your gun in the same safe in the same parts of your house.
Yeah, Canada is
if you shoot someone in the back, you can get arrested and go to prison. It's not considered self-defense, which is stupid. It's like someone could be in your house, beating up your family or you, and if they turn around and start running when you grab your gun and you shoot them, you know.
Right, and that's bullshit.
I think, yeah, that is horseshit. But yeah, Britain, they're banning knives now.
Yeah, don't you have to have a license?
Yeah,
Knives?
or you have to be like a chef or something. So like chefs are allowed to have knives, I guess.
Better watch out for those chefs.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
I mean, there is a reason why he has a house in Beverly Hills.
Oh, he knows.
He has to.
Yeah. Yeah, when his country goes to shit, he has a nice spot in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm. I think he might have dual citizenship. I could be wrong.
Isn't that really hard to get?
Yeah.
But to be fair, he's a celebrity and does a lot of businesses. He has businesses out here too, so I guess that does make it easier.
How the hell do I get those clue bottles up there? Let's see, the Canuck government will never succeed in banning guns. Too much of the country is rural. Oh yeah, like that, that trucker blockade. I keep forgetting what it's called. Okay, I just jump on there.
Is this in Canada, or are we talking about Canada or in the US in general?
So back in, I think it was around the pandemic, I think the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, he tried to enact a law that would force everyone to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
And the truckers ended up protesting. And,
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think the other thing was, I think he actually tried to get some of those people, like, he was trying to figure out who those people were so they could get them, like, banned or arrested from their work. But it's like, I thought that was pretty stupid, because it's like, bro, these are still truckers. It's like, even if you do screw them over, it's like, you're screwing yourself, too.
The trucker protest was very noteworthy. How the Canadian government reacted to the protesters effectively killed any plans for digital-only currency. Yeah, that's another thing, too, that I think will fuck over the people in the long run. Because people just think, oh, you know, it'll just be more convenient. Like, do you really need to carry money around? But it's like...
But here's the problem. Do you remember what happened in the Depression when the government tried to mandate buybacks and stuff like that?
Like I think it was gold at that time, where it's like if you had to sell your gold, this is the price. But it's like they they compensate you, but if you were found with gold at that time, they would arrest you or fine you or put you in jail.
Okay, well I didn't know that.
Well, no, but I'm saying it's just shit like that, where it's like the government, if they take all your money and all that stuff. So like one of the big issues with the currency we have now, or how it is now, is that it fluctuates so hard, and that's why the Russians and I think a couple other countries want to go back to the gold standard.
I was pressing circle.
But no, I don't trust my country, because you do realize also what could happen if your digital only currency, like for instance, if your government doesn't like a certain business or a certain industry, they can just say, "Oh, can't buy it."
Yeah, and also one thing I actually noticed too, you know that debit card companies, certain banks are now charging a little hidden fee if you buy stuff out of state. So, like for example, if you have a debit card that you got from like Texas, and you just vacation to Louisiana or Kentucky or whatever, you might end up having to pay a Louisiana or Kentucky tax because you bought something out of state with your debit card. Like that's actually a thing that's being experimented on right now.
That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll just make people want to carry cash more.
The world was watching and saw the abuse of power to freeze protesters' banking. Let the cat out of the bag too soon. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people showed their true colors during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, and then you realize that a lot of your neighbors will sell you the fuck out, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's something you pay attention to, because you start noticing who would snitch on you when Big Daddy government comes knocking.
Okay, I know I'm missing a couple. Over here, maybe? Possibly? I'm actually kind of ashamed of myself back in the pandemic, because the one thing I regret saying is that I didn't really give a shit if governments mandated vaccines. I'm now, like... Because, like, at first I was mixed on it, but, like, definitely now, I am totally 100% against forcing a vaccine on someone.
My parents still resent me for not getting the vaccine.
I mean, you know, I ended up getting the Fauci ouchie, but it is what it is. You know, it's my choice. But, you know, the one thing I am thankful for is that it was my choice, and it wasn't, like, the government's choice, you know what I mean? Like, just the fact that I had the power to do that made me feel a lot better than some people out there, like in China. Dude, I heard that the COVID restrictions in China were so fucking bad.
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
Like, people were actually being nailed shut inside their houses.
Yeah, like, what is this, the fucking Black Death? It was like back during the Dark Ages, you nail people to their house and burn it down so that you don't get the sickness.
Gaseous says he's a pureblood. Hell yeah.
Oh, same, brother.
I'm trying to land on that. I was trying to go through that circle hoop thing, but it chose not to work on me. I'm still missing 2 clue bottles. There is a strong possibility that footage of that came out of China was faked. I'm assuming you're talking about them being nailed inside their houses. I mean, I wouldn't past... What am I trying to say? I wouldn't put it past the Chinese government to try and fake footage that comes out of there. That, along with other interesting footage. Oh yeah, dude, like... Honestly, like, COVID is kind of like the modern 9/11 in the sense that there are going to be a lot of things that we'll never truly know the answer to. And a lot of it will be padded out by, you know, soothing lies.
Listen, Bush did 9/11.
Yeah, just don't look up dancing Jews. in the early 2000s. And
I have a question.
I may have an answer, depending on what I know.
If a woman that you don't know, you don't know her, you're just sitting down, drinking a beer, watching your show,
Mm-hmm.
and she's walking around, and some dude, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what, just big, huge, like dude, just average dude, like 5'10", 6 feet, whatever. He comes in, snatches the girl's phone, or like tries to fight her to steal her shit. What do you do? There's no wrong answer. Do you get involved? I'll make it simple. Do you get involved or do you walk away?
Like,
Or do you like leave the area?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question one more time? I was being stupid.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so there's this girl. She's just walking around. She's got her cell phone out.
Mm-hmm.
Then this dude, doesn't matter who. It could be black, white, Asian. This like average dude, like 5'10", whatever.
Right.
He runs up to the girl, snatches her phone, or like tries to grab her, and so they get into a tussle.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Like, you're sitting down, you're watching your show, you're reading a book, something, and you notice this. Do you intervene, or do you mind your own business?
I would intervene personally. And like, that's not me trying to be like a hero or anything. I just don't like to see people get hurt and not do anything about it.
Oh, you're better than me, because I think now, I'd probably just let it happen. I do not care.
Well, I mean, like, it also kind of depends on, like, the situation, too. Like, if I'm just in the middle of the street, and there are other people walking around me, then I probably wouldn't, because, you know, the police would get involved, I'd have to answer questions, and I just don't have time for that shit. God dang it, where's that clue bottle? Or not the clue bottle, the safe. I always keep missing that thing. God damn it. For some reason, it's always when I go back that I miss that shit. What the fuck, man? Okay, well, I was trying to go back here anyway.
Oh, damn, I think I left my in the freaking stove. I forgot to pull it out to let the meat cook. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Spatula's okay. It's just smoking.
Guess you're gonna have burnt noodles. Okay, I got lucky there. Motherfucker! I was just trying to jump back on that thing. Yes, I shall try again. I think it should save all the clue bottles, so I should be fine. Yep. I'm sure this gameplay is pretty painful to some people, but oh well. I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
Hey, how do you like your noodles?
I don't know. You know, noodly enough to where you
No,
can
do you
mix
want
it
them
around.
soft, or do you like them harder or firmer?
Probably softer, to be honest. Oh, by the way, I actually meant to say this earlier, Ryaku, but when I was at work today and I was on my shift, I saw this like Curly from the Three Stooges looking motherfucker wearing it was like a summer dress.
Wait, a what?
Like you know who Curly is from the Three Stooges, like the bald fat one.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Imagine him, but like wearing a summer dress, walking around.
Damn. Oh no, that is not a good look. Ugh.
I was actually almost tempted to like take a picture of it and no, I'm kidding. Like just kind of show it to you just so I can make fun of it.
I don't. Okay. Here's the thing with the trans people. It's like the problem is most trans people don't pass, like male or female. They don't pass. So, cause you know how like there's this one male that looks like a dude. If I saw him walking down the street, I would call him a
dude,
or some androgynous looking people that actually could go either way. But most people don't pass. I would say at least 90% of trans people don't pass.
Or if they do, they just have a really good plastic surgeon.
Right.
And again, like I don't hate people who are trans, but I just don't think it's real. I'm sorry. I know some people got upset with my Digimon Survive review, and I was joking about trans people for 7 minutes, but it is what it is. You know, they're allowed to express their opinions. Okay, am I missing the... I'm still trying to find that safe. Enabling the mentally ill is just cruel. Exactly. That's also one of the...
Actually, at this point, like, the inmates are literally running the asylum. I mean, that's like trying to get treatment from the Joker. Like, bro, just stop.
You know, just because you got plastic surgery to look like the opposite sex, that doesn't make you the opposite sex.
No, it doesn't, and that's the problem with the idea of being trans, is that you could put on a dress, a falsetto, and be a woman, really? Like, or for a girl, like, she has to do is what, put on a muscle shirt, chop her titties off, and now she's a dude, like, really?
Yeah, no, it's not that simple, unfortunately. Like, there are some things in life you can't choose. You know, you can't choose your race.
Actually, I could, so I could, but apparently my button glitched, and I got stuck with Negro.
Oh, dang. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, I couldn't even get all my damn rights. I want to do over.
You should do a reroll, like in the Elder Scrolls games.
I want to be an Imperial. I'm sorry, did you say cat person? No, I want all my rights.
It's like that one clip from Tim and Eric where, like, he keeps trying to, like, do the bank thing, but it keeps fucking up. I'll have to send you that one later, but
yeah, please. But it's like, bro, I'm sick of being black. Let me be white or Asian. Well, actually, that's probably have a small penis. Never mind.
Actually, it's the Indians that have the small dicks.
Oh, my bad. You know that apparently Indians are classified as Asians?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they're considered, like, a part of the subcontinent.
Which is stupid.
Let's see, Gassie's saying, remember what Lauren Southern did? Just walked into the office and said she was a dude, and they accepted it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, people are afraid to lose their jobs. That's really what it is. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that you could lose your job and have an op-ed written about you on the internet, like, people wouldn't really give a shit, one way or the other. Okay, well, I'll just come back to this stage later, because I've been spending, like, the last 10 minutes trying to find that safe. Again, you know, like, if there's any trans people that are watching, like, the replay of this stream, I don't give a shit, you know. Like, do you, I guess, but Like, just in my opinion, I don't think that transgenderism is real.
You know one thing I noticed? You could change your gender or sexuality to anything, but if you become like straight, like they don't accept you being straight. Like, so if you like a gay dude, but then you like, but then it's like you change or whatever, you cannot. It's like for whatever reason they don't accept that. It's like, no, you're not straight. You're bisexual because you used to be with guys. But I'm like, what? Like, it's like I'm sitting here thinking like, how can you tell a guy it's like, hey, like it's like I could suck dick for 20 years, but if I decide that I'm straight and want to be with chicks only, you gotta accept it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I love how this gender stuff only works if you're going against the grain. You can't go back to being normal. It's like, nope, you got to be this other thing we tell you to be.
Yeah.
I love the irony and hypocrisy.
The one thing though is that like I mostly just feel sorry for trans people because it's like they're never truly going to become the opposite sex. So
they will never be happy.
And like a lot of people that are doing this are in their early 20s or late teens, and they think that, you know, they believe all this shit about, oh, I can just take these pills and
so what do I do?
get surgery and save up for that, and you know that'll make me a heckin' valid woman, and you know by the time they're 30, right? Like, but by the time they're 30 and all the hormones calm down and not everything is all about like their sexuality, they like instantly feel the regret, and there's really nothing you can do to go back, like, because at that point you've already done so much damage.
For a woman, like once you start taking testosterone, your voice starts changing. That does not reverse. And then if you chop your tits off, that's not coming back. If you chop your dick off, that's not coming back.
Right. I mean, you can like get surgery, I guess, or like you can have like a a dick donor, I guess. I don't even know if that's possible, but
no. Okay, here's the thing. I think I told you this a while back, or maybe it was someone else. Penis transplants, they don't work, and like they've only done like about 10 or so dick transplants or something similar to that, but those are only for people, again, who have lost it like in the war and stuff. So it's more like a military thing, that's what they're working with, those kind of people.
Gotcha. So it's not like people that just want to get it.
Right. So it's like if you need a dick transplant or any of that change and stuff. Also, even if they do get it, you still have to take all these medications. You know, like a kidney transplant.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take medications to make sure your body doesn't reject it and that it works. So it's like, if you get another penis, it's not like you're just gonna like, it's like you're gonna attach it and then like a few months later your dick's like, you know, you get like erections and all that stuff. No, there's a lot more to that.
Show, then.
Yeah, so, but again, it's still in its infancy, so maybe if they're lucky, if what's his name takes over, Elon Musk takes over the world and it becomes cyberpunk, maybe you can get a robot dick. I don't know.
It's like Anakin Skywalker.
Well, I don't know if he still has his penis. I don't know if he has his penis or if any of that stuff.
I guess the hentai artist will have to figure that one out.
Because I know that his legs got chopped off in his arms, but I'm pretty sure he still has his penis. Unless it got burned off. Now that's the only question, because like, if he has his penis and it didn't get burned off, I mean, you know, if he has his penis and if it didn't get burned off, does it still work? That's the question. And if it did get burned off, does he have a robot dick? So I have no idea. I can't believe we're having this discussion, but
yeah, it's the kind of shit we always talk about in these streams. We get philosophical. We really do. Heck yeah, we made it, I think. Or no, we still got a little bit to go. Next time you'll be debating if Data's PP vibrates. Wait, who's Data again?
Is that the guy from Star Trek? Data?
I don't know, I've never seen Star Trek.
Wait, what is
Gassius saying? Is it like what did he say?
The android from Star Trek. Oh, okay.
Yep, I was right. Okay.
I've heard a lot of
Nothing
good
gets
things
past
about
this
Star Trek.
BBC. Nothing. This BBC, bro.
At least I got that annoying minigame over with. Remember that episode of Futurama where there was like there was like this group of people in the future who ended up finding some old Star Trek VHS tapes and they formed a cult around it? That was a good episode. God dang it. I heard some of the later Star Trek movies were not that good.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
When's the last time you've had sex?
Shut up. I'm like Vegeta in that one viral clip. It's like just pounding the ground. He's like, shut.
Nice job getting in. But look out for
Or no, basically you're like Silver. You're like Silver in the Life Arrow video. You're an asshole. But no, speaking of Life Arrow, he's freaking hilarious.
Wait, who?
Life Arrow, the guy. You remember the guy who did the Sonic? I think you and Ellis were watching it.
Oh yeah, it was that 2-hour Sonic 06 thing where
Yes.
they were trying to beat Sonic Adventure 2 during the loading screens of Sonic 06. I think I remember that. I have to really make sure I don't miss any of these clue baubles. Okay, there are none there. Can't jump up there yet. I like how you can kind of slap around the poker chips and get coins from that. It's real creative.
Okay, but no, real talk. I think I had asked you this before, and I think you said no. But if they made a Sonic 06 remake, would you buy it? Would you want it?
I wouldn't want a Sonic 06 remake, but I would want like a preserved version of the PS3 port. Just to be able...
the PS3 port is the glitchiest one, but I would prefer the Xbox port. Just
yeah.
But no.
I actually do feel like that there are some shitty games out there that deserve to be preserved. That way we can still learn from those mistakes.
Yeah, like not fucking over your dev team.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them enough time to actually make the damn game.
I mean, if you think about it, they were only given like a year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But part of that was because they wanted it to coincide with Sonic's anniversary or something.
Mm-hmm. And they were also developing like 3 or 4 different games at that same time. It's like,
as a matter of fact, I think the studio making Sonic 06 got gutted. Like, as a matter of fact, they pulled like half their team to make something else.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
So I believe they also lost manpower.
I also think that Yuji Naka left Sega after that. Like, it was during the development of 06. He ended up hightailing it and ran.
Yeah, probably because he was trying to escape from the feds. He had to make sure they didn't know that he was insider trading.
Oh yeah, back when he was working with Square Enix with Balan Wonderworld, he I think it was actually Naoto Oshima that ratted him out.
Out, you got ratted out by your homie.
Well, actually, I don't even think they were homies. They were just like, you know, co-workers or Shit like that.
I'm being facetious, but yeah, I know.
Gotcha. But I think that's just a rumor, though. I don't know if that happened, but I think that's just what I heard. Let's see, did you know there is a device that allows you to speak perfect African? It's called a mechanical keyboard. Click, click. Let's see, where am I going? There has to be a clue bottle up there. Maybe. Possibly. I do see a little hook thing, though. God dang it. Don't you just love it when old PS2 games have a real wonky camera?
Oh, bro.
Dude, I can't believe
Actually,
I used to play Kingdom Hearts.
I hate it when games that come out today have that issue too. I'm like, bro, it's like we're in 2020, bro. This is not the early 2000s.
Yep.
Why the hell do cameras, like, if your camera does not function, or if I have to fight your camera in current year, we have a problem.
Yeah, I hated the camera in KH3 too, because you normally couldn't see where something was behind you at all times.
Right. Now, some games do give you the opportunity or the ability to, like, you know, change camera settings, which is always welcome.
Yeah, I always like it when they do that.
Like, hey, do you want your camera to center on you at all times? How about in combat? Do you want more of a free camera? Do you want how much do you want the game to control the camera for you? Love that. So it's like, if your game doesn't have that, your camera control better not be garbage.
Fuck. That was totally my fault. But I made it. Sure, I did it.
Like a Stargate from an old sci-fi movie. Oh, I'm actually listening to a song, so apologize if I break out in a random song.
Gotcha, you're good.
Hey, question. What's your favorite genre of music?
Alternative and rock. And metal. Like, pretty much with, like, rock and the entire umbrella of genres that spawn from it.
Okay.
Except for clown music. I wasn't really a huge fan of ICP and shit like that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people love that, and I didn't realize how many people really did until I started going on Reddit, and I'm like, oh, so that wasn't just a meme, it's real.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the kids of the Insane Clown Posse members, he had a daughter that ended up becoming a furry. And I think it was one of the members of the Insane Clown Posse. I don't know what his name is, but his daughter ended up becoming a furry, and I think he ended up showing at a furry convention with her to show support, I guess. Let's see, Agassius says that Synthwave and Vaporwave is his favorite. Trip Hop is great too. I haven't listened to Trip Hop. Actually, I have no idea what that type of music is. I'll send you a sample on Discord later of some trip hop. Okay, cool. Yeah, I always like listening to different genres of music. So yeah, they took the beats from hip-hop and made something different. To be honest, I don't even know what classifies as hip-hop.
To be honest, I don't know what classifies as BBC. No, I'm kidding. Of course I do. I have one.
You have a Blockbuster critic?
No, I have a BBC, British Broadcasting.
Oh, nice. You
Yeah,
know...
I have the.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I have the whole company in my pants.
Oh, nice. Hey, what's up, Heaven
Oh.
Delight? Hope you're having
So
a
I
good
have
day.
a question.
I may have an answer.
This orange that I just picked up is really squishy. Should I try it or should I just toss it?
I would maybe give it a sniff, and if it smells sour, toss it.
Dial 338.
Oh god.
Yeah, it does smell kind of weird. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. You don't play Devil May Cry anymore? No. I still need to play up to like chapter 18 and then stream the rest of that. Yeah,
Wait,
it says,
I thought you finished DMC 1. My bad.
No, I did, but I beat it on easy, and I still need to go back and replay it on normal.
I never play. When I do a first playthrough of DMC, I just play it on normal, and then I go back just to get the full experience. I feel playing on an easy is just unfulfilling. But to be fair, you can basically do New Game Plus. So once you finish it on like easy, normal, hard, you have all your weapons and stuff. So it's up to you.
Gotcha. See, Heaven Delight says play DMC3. It's quite fun. Yeah, after I beat Devil May Cry 1 and 2, I'll definitely do that. Hard mode in DMC is a very different experience. Oh yeah, especially, I think it's called Dante Must Die mode.
Yep. That's probably like the hardest mode that isn't a gimmick, usually. Because then you have Heaven, because some games have Heaven and Hell mode where everything dies in one hit. And then you have Hell mode where everything kills you in one hit. But you don't, yeah, everything kills you in one hit, but the difficulty is basically Dante Must Die.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
See, Heaven Delight says, don't play DMC2, it's bad. Oh, I know. I've definitely...
Oh, yeah, that game is hot garbage, but I'm gonna play it anyway because I'm a masochist.
Same here.
And I haven't played the DMC games in a long time.
I'll probably play through DMC 1. I'll have to, like, pick a day where I just play through it, because it wasn't that hard, to be honest. It was just,
You kind of have to get used to the controls and stuff a bit, because it is kind of an older game.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Fisto streamed DMC1, seemed confused by the series vets, showing respect to the difficulty. Then he played on hard mode. Yeah, for some reason he likes playing action games on hard mode, though. But I do respect him for sticking to it and, you know, not judging them unfairly. Because I know that's what a lot of streamers and YouTubers will do. It's like they'll just pick the hardest difficulty to stream a game on. And it's like, you know, they'll just bitch throughout the whole game. You know, empty here. Sorry, allergies.
You okay? Feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's see, Heaven and Hell mode saves time.
Yeah, but don't you have to beat the game to unlock it? At least you have to, yeah, I think you have to beat the game to unlock Heaven and Hell mode, so...
Yeah. I'm sure I'll do that eventually, because I know that the DMC games are beloved.
You're my beloved, bro. No homo.
Good. I'm glad you said that, because...
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna turn into P. Diddy, I promise.
I keep thinking of that one meme where, it's like 10 things that went wrong before shit got real, and it was a failed text that didn't send, and it was the no homo text.
Hurry, what's going on here?
Well, I drove to this hot dog stand for a quick snack.
But no,
And the
seriously,
next thing you know, I'm
no
getting
homo.
challenged to a race
Yep,
by
same
these
here.
gangster dogs.
Let's see,
But no, to be fair, if I hadn't said no homo, I'm sure that would have gotten real weird real quick.
Drive the van with the left analog.
But real talk, DMC is great. I'm glad you're giving the games a chance, or at some point.
I'm on it.
yeah. I'm actually really excited to play through DMC 3 once I choose to do that.
Yeah, once you beat DMC 3 and 4, you should play the reboot. I don't know if you have it.
I think I do. I got it on sale for like $10.
Yeah, I think you should try it out. I will say the story is shit, but see, here's the problem. If this game wasn't DMC, it actually people wouldn't hate it as much, to be honest.
Empty.
But because this was supposed to be some sort of a reboot and it didn't go so well, the rest is history.
Yeah, I also heard that the development behind the DMC reboot, it had a lot of really bad PR. Like, I think one of the people behind it said that, like, the people who hated the design of Dante were just a bunch of crybabies that couldn't accept change. If I remember correctly.
Yes, something like that.
Let's see.
And I mean, even in the game, a white wig falls on Dante or Dino's head in like not in a million years. I think at the end of the game, his hair ends up turning white, or he gets white streaks in his hair. So
yeah, it's like they knew. And I also think you could get DLC to turn Dante's hair white. That was just cool.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the definitive version, because like the one you have on Steam is not the definitive version, because they actually fixed some of the gameplay issues. So some of the gameplay issues you have, like for instance, there are some enemies that are immune to some of your weapons, and you have to switch to a different set of weapons.
Okay, that's lame.
If it sounds stupid, it's because it is. Also, to unlock the special bonus levels, because you know how to get the extra missions, you had to find them? Well, in DMC the reboot, you have to find these keys and then find them. So, have fun.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Don't worry, I'll be with you every step of the way. Mostly to see your reaction to this, but yeah, I'll be with you.
Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry, I ended up getting a really bad head start because I forgot the controls for the driving minigames.
Wait, there's driving in this game?
Yeah, and it's really clunky.
That's the problem with every game that isn't a racing game in that era. They're clunky.
See, MT wants to be a speedrunner, but he doesn't have the skills. Yeah. Yeah, he was playing Half-Life 1 on like the hardest difficulty, and he kept dying and reloading multiple times.
Wait, he was speedrunning it?
Well, no, I mean like he wasn't speedrunning it. He was just kind of shitting on the game while playing on the hardest difficulty, and like a lot of people were complaining about it. He also says DMC3 is wild. Heaven Delight says a lot of people say DMC3 is the hardest. Well, I mean, especially the original DMC3.
Yep, it was so hard they had to re-release it.
See, Gaseous says...
Keep in mind, the Japanese version of DMC3, the original, was actually easier. So what they shipped out to the Americans was actually hard. I guess they hated us for something at that point.
Or maybe it was like a weird code error with the NTSC version, I don't know.
Yeah, but no, the special edition, also the definitive version, because there's also
Heaven Delight is asking, do I watch My Hero Academia? No, I don't.
No. I tried watching it, but my sister abandoned me, so I quit.
See, Gaseous also says, shitting on your customers is always the smart move. Oh yeah. You know, just take a look at the Ghostbusters movie from 2016, where you know, if you have any criticism towards the movie, you're just a sexist, misogynist. Just always shit on the older fan base that grew up buying and watching your movies. That's always the best thing to do. See, he also says, I'm planning on clipping MD's Half-Life 1 stream eventually. It's gonna be my magnum anus. Oh, hell yeah. Making us ports of Japan games harder is a long-standing tradition. Was infamously bad in the 8-bit era. Oh yeah, something that I also remember too was, you remember the PS3 ports of the Kingdom Hearts HD collections, right? Okay.
Yes.
So in the American version, you know, when they translated it to English, they actually,
Yeah.
they didn't replace the text. What they did was they just programmed the English text over the Japanese text. So the game just runs a lot slower for no fucking reason.
I'm sorry, one more time?
So like, for the English version of the PS3 Kingdom Hearts HD collections, they programmed the English text over the Japanese text instead of just replacing it. So that's why the game loaded like shit when it came out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead fucking serious.
Did they patch it out, or did they fix that in the PS4 version?
They fixed it in the PS4 version, but I think for the PS3 port, they made it to where it wasn't patchable, so. Because that was a thing you could do with PS3 games back then.
As a matter of fact, I think back in the day there were some games, especially indie games, that like to update their games, so like for Kickstarters and all that stuff. They would sometimes have to re-release the whole game on PlayStation because they could only update a game a certain amount of times.
I could be wrong about this, but I think when they ported over the Kingdom Hearts games to PS4, they actually just rebuilt Kingdom Hearts 1 from scratch. Because they lost the source code to it. So maybe that's why.
I know that. So 1.5 and 2.5 are separate things on the PS3, correct?
And they didn't release 2.8 until the PS4.
And then PS4 had the 1.5 plus 2.5, so all of that is in one package.
Yep.
And then it was 2.8 on the PS4.
Best example of added US difficulties, the first 3 Castlevania games. Yep. They actually made those games intentionally more difficult, and you lost more health per hit.
I think they did that to also, because those games were in the arcade, so I know they do that to make people spend more quarters.
Well, I don't think that the original Castlevania games were in the arcade.
Oh, my bad. So then what was that game that was really hard that was in the arcade? Is it Ghosts and Goblins?
Yeah, that could be it. But that was
okay. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, my bad. I know that the original Castlevanias that aren't Metroidvanias were really brutal, though.
And I think they made them intentionally more difficult when they released them over in the States because of, you know, rentals. They didn't want people just beating their games in one weekend. It was the same thing with The Lion King, too. The reason why that game was so bullshit was because they just didn't want people beating the game in less than a month. They also added the infamous knockback. Yep, that too.
Wait, one more time?
For the NES Castlevania games, they added all that knockback.
Oh yeah, or basically they hit you and you fly so far back. Yep.
I do intend on beating Castlevania 2 sometime this year. It's on my playlist. Because I beat the original a long time ago, but I still haven't beaten Simon's Quest. Yeah, those men from China are very spiteful to the Y2 Pigus, yep. It was also the same thing with Super Mario Bros. 2 and Final Fantasy V. They just thought we were too stupid to understand any of it. I heard that the music for Mystic Quest wasn't that bad, though.
You know that, Fire Emblem didn't exist in America until the Game Boy and Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. I hear that Super Smash Bros. Really made some of those characters popular. Personally, I think if it wasn't for Smash Brothers, Earthbound wouldn't have the following that it has today.
Oh, same for Fire Emblem. As a matter of fact, did you know that the first game they made on the 3DS, Awakening, was actually supposed to be the last one?
I guess it just got so popular, huh?
Yeah, that's why. It's because that game sold more than they expected, and they're like, oh, we can just make another one. And that's why we have all these Fire Emblem games in this 3DS and Switch era, because they, Fire Emblem Awakening saved the franchise, so.
So yeah, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
it's still no Zelda and no Mario or Pokemon. So
yeah, and I'm sure a lot of that fan base was
they were mostly into the waifus and shit. So yeah.
yeah, and I also know that Fire Emblem is one of those games that a lot of the fangirls really liked. You know, they kind of latched onto it because of all the pretty anime boys or whatever.
You know how we were talking about games that Nintendo make on their phone? They usually have banned them, except for like Pokemon Go.
Yeah, because that was the only one that made them money.
Well, I forgot. Fire Emblem Heroes is still a thing.
Oh damn.
But that's a gotcha game because I don't remember if I mentioned it or if we forgot. But yeah, so all they really have is Fire Emblem Heroes and Pokemon Go. I know they tried to make a mobile game with Mario Kart. I don't think it did very well.
Yeah, I know they made like an endless runner game for Mario.
Yep, I remember that. That looked so boring and so garbage.
So yeah, to be fair, the original Super Mario Bros. 2 feels like a troll hat like Cat Mario. I think I've heard of Cat Mario. Doki Doki Panic is a far better Mario 2. The Fujo shits also love Suikoden. Weren't the first two Suikoden games supposed to get remasters? I know I wishlisted something like that, where it was the first two Suikoden games, but they got remastered, and it's supposed to be ported to Steam sometime, eventually, possibly. Maybe never.
Wait, what? Suikoden? Yeah, I think those were supposed to get re-releases or remakes, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Konami's been radio silent on that. Yeah, they keep threatening
I
to
know
remaster
they've
them,
been...
but no sign yet. I'm doubtful. Yeah, same here. You really never know with Konami.
I mean, the only thing that they've really remade, and I know they did that Getsu Fuma game a couple of years ago, or last year.
Was that a remake? Or was that like what was that?
I know, I think it was a reboot, my apologies.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing they really seem to care about is Metal Gear, but that's not saying much. Oh, and Silent Hill, but I hear the Silent Hill stuff they've been releasing is kind of shit, so...
Yeah, and a lot of people are mixed on the Silent Hill 2 remaster trailer.
I don't know. I don't know why they started with 2. I'm assuming because of popularity.
I think out of all of them, the first game probably needs a re-release or a remaster.
Yeah, I don't think that game was aged very well. It's like the original Resident Evil 1. They should have started off small with that game and done something like the Resident Evil 1 remake, and then did RE2, and then did Silent Hill 2. But also, yeah, they did this choose your own adventure thing where people would like vote to see what would happen next.
Apparently the creator of Suikoden died. That's sad. Also, what's up, New Dawn Horizon? How you doing?
Hello again.
Oh, yeah, I think you should have been stream earlier.
But yeah, Silent Hill, I hope they don't mess it up. I know that Silent Hill 2 is the most popular one, which is why they're going with that one.
God damn it, I was so close.
Wait, did you play Silent Hill?
No. To be honest, I just wasn't really into it. I'm not really, I mean, like you know me, I don't really play a lot of horror games. My favorite one is Corpse Party.
But I was wondering if you like had happened to come across it on your PS2 when you were playing or gaming then.
Not really.
I would have played the Silent Hill games, but my parents would not let me have it. So.
Well, I mean that makes sense. It's a little adult.
I mean, good on them for being good parents, but yeah. So.
Silent Hill 1 was groundbreaking for many reasons. Yeah, that's what I hear a lot. Kind of sucks about that recent remaster though on the PS3. That one was pretty bad. Apparently Konami lost like most of the source code for Silent Hill 2, so when they ended up when they outsourced it to a different developer, to remaster it, they basically just fucked up a lot of shit with the presentation.
Well, that explains why people gave that version so much shit.
Yeah, there's actually one sign in the game where they replaced the text font with like Comic Sans.
Comic Sans is gross.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I opened up one of my stories, I had to share it with someone. I'm like, "Hey, bro, why is your stuff in Comic Sans?" And I'm like, "Oh." I actually had someone pointed out to me, like they had to show me. It's like, oh, I'm like, what's wrong with Comic Sans? And then they sent me a book, and they're like, bro, this looks like kid shit. And so I'm like, oh, I see it. So like from a presentation standpoint, Comic Sans makes your stuff look less professional.
Mm-hmm.
But also it is annoying to read, because you know how when you work on something for so long, you kind of get used to it.
Right.
And you have to take a step back. I'm like, well, that was my mistake. Never do that again.
So yeah, Gassius says Silent Hill 2 deals with adult fears and personal loss. Yeah.
Yeah, probably good that my parents did not let me have it then.
Fun fact, Comic Sans was in the Watchmen comic. I never really read comics growing up. I was more into the mangas.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I now that you pointed up, I'm like, no, you're right. I don't understand why they kept making Watchmen stuff. And I mean, one of the things that the creator said that Watchmen was supposed to be a one and done thing. It wasn't meant to be a franchise. Because you do know that, right? I think like in 2013 or something, they actually crossed over Watchmen with the actual DC universe, which is something the creator didn't want. Granted, he doesn't own the rights to it. DC does, but I hate that kind of cash grab shit.
Yeah, the good old executive meddling. Come on, you son of a bitch.
Hey, easy with the language, my dude. I have my tail up. No, I'm not a furry.
So yeah, Gassius says Alan Moore is a hack and a commie.
Oh yeah, no. I think as a actual person, he's kind of repugnant. Also, Gassius, do you know that he actually said that if you like Rorschach, he hates you? Because his goal was to make Rorschach unlikable, but that failed. And so, like when he goes to like Comic Cons and stuff, he's actually said that yeah, if people come up and tell me that they like Rorschach, he's like, yeah, I hate you, and you're a piece of garbage.
So who's Horseshack? What
Rorschach. Rorschach. Do you know the Rorschach test where they have the ink blots?
Where they have the what plots?
Where they have the ink on the paper, and they said, "What is this?"
Oh yeah.
Well, that guy made a mask. He wears a trench coat, like slacks, shoes, and he has that on his face, where basically kind of shifts and stuff. I don't know how he made it, I forgot, but yeah, he basically has that on his face, and that's why he's called Rorschach.
Okay.
His mask, and yeah.
Sorry to hear about that, though.
What?
That he would end up being a commie. That's kind of cringe.
Oh yeah. Personally, I don't like him as a person. I think he's kind of he's also kind of a prick. He comes across as like better than you, or like he thinks he's better than you. Don't like it.
Ah, yes. The smugness.
I gotta pull up your stream because I gotta see what this guy's saying, so I'll have to keep asking.
Yeah. See, he says, yep, Moore can't stand that people absolutely love the straw men.
Oh, by the way, the Joker, I believe, is confirmed in the Suicides to be a homosexual.
Would you look at
Of
that?
course he would be. Why wouldn't he?
And I find it infinitely fascinating.
I mean, I know he has the gay lisp and all that stuff.
I actually can't believe that they were planning on releasing a Joker too.
So how do we get in?
Oh no, Lady Gaga's gonna be in it.
I mean, I hear that the first Joker movie is good, but that it's just not a good Joker movie. Like, it's a good
I
look
mean,
into,
it's a decent movie. The problem with that movie is that it was kind of obvious that the idea for the movie wasn't gonna work, so they slapped the Joker and DC on it just so that they could get more seats, butts, and chairs.
Yeah, like, I could see it as like a psychological thriller original type of thing than it being a DC film.
Yeah. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a good actor. I don't hate him. I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a good actor.
But yeah, but on top of the fact that the movie shouldn't have been a Joker movie in the first place, it didn't need a sequel.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
Although I do hear that they're going to turn it into more of a musical, which I think is really stupid.
Didn't they try to make like a Marvel musical? Wasn't the Marvels supposed to be a musical?
I don't know. All I know is that it's dog shit.
Yeah. They should have stopped after Endgame, I think.
So one of two things should have happened. They should have stopped after Endgame, like you said, or they should have waited a year or two and then come back with more stuff.
Also, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that people are just fatigued with superhero shit, and really just Disney in general. Like, Disney is getting a little too big for their britches, and that's usually when they start to fail as a company.
I have a question.
I may have an answer, depending on what I know.
So, I see that you're climbing up this thing. Can you only climb on certain surfaces, or can you climb on everything?
It's only on certain surfaces. So, like, for example, whenever there's a neon sign, I can kind of climb on the lights if it looks like I can just press circle.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this edge right here, I can't, so I have to be careful.
Okay. So you can slide to your death. Okay, gotcha.
See, Gassius is saying, did you know that Brent Spiner played the Joker? I have no idea who that is.
Me neither.
Maybe I've seen a movie where he was in it, but I wouldn't be able to point him out in a crowd.
I know that Jack Nicholson was the Joker.
Yeah, and he was actually really good. And I think he was, yeah, definitely good casting on that one.
Actually, Jack Nicholson is just a fantastic actor in general. Like, also, his facial expressions are freaking great.
Let's see.
Oh, so he is Data. Okay.
Yeah, see, I've never
watched
watched Star Trek.
He was also a scientist in Independent. Was he the scientist that got grabbed by the alien? They were talking through him, or was he just a regular scientist?
Okay, he said yes.
Oh, okay. I remember now.
This is gonna sound kind of unbelievable, but I've never really watched Independence Day from start to finish.
Excuse you?
Yeah, I only remember bits and pieces of it, like the explosion
Is there a
scene
reason
with the White
why
House.
you never? Is there a reason why you never finished it, or didn't? Was she just boring to you?
Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of disaster movies, so like Twister, 2012, The Day After Tomorrow. Like, I don't know.
I watched the crap. I watched the crap out of Twister. Although I heard they made a Twister 2. I'm like, why?
Yeah, that movie didn't need a sequel. I thought it was kind of corny.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure that if I watch it now, I probably think it's corny as hell. But my issue is, why do you need to make a Twister 2? That's like making a 2012 2.
Yeah. You remember back then when people thought the world would die?
Yes. And then it didn't. It's like bro, y'all. It was like we did this during the Y2K thing. Remember the Y2K incident?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, we were like in diapers, but.
I actually had a friend in middle school back in like 2010 where he actually believed that the world was going to end in 2012. And he was like, it's not myth, it's science.
Wait, he said what?
He actually believed in all the 2012 Mayan calendar shit, and he was like, it's not myth, it's science.
Well, here's the problem with that. I'm assuming the only reason their calendar went to 2012 was just because they didn't count that far. To be fair, they probably weren't even gonna live long enough.
Yeah, so they're just like, we'll just put a rubber stamp on here, and we'll fix it when we get to it.
Also, I think someone had said that allegedly the Mayan calendar was just supposed to start over at that point.
Yeah, I also heard that one too. Also, the world was supposed to end in 2011, remember? Because of that, that pastor that predicted that the world would end.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Bro, I don't like the date setters in Christianity where they're just like, oh, okay, well, here's the thing, the Antichrist is gonna come at this time. Like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, I think Internet Historian did a good video talking about it. I don't know if you've seen it. If not, I'll definitely send it to you. See, Gassius says his mother is obsessed with disaster films, so I saw a bunch of them growing up. Oh yeah, same here. My mom really liked The Day After Tomorrow and Independence Day, and I think she actually said that when she was pregnant with me that she actually saw Twister, so. Technically speaking, that was the first movie I ever went to. But the first movie I remember watching in theaters was Shrek.
Did you see Lord of the Rings as a kid?
Again, this is going to be another hot take, but I thought Lord of the Rings was boring. But to be fair, I'm not really much of a book reader. I'm more into movies.
Get out of my house.
See, Gassius says, yep, my mother as well. Saw all those far too many times. Also, for some reason,
Wait.
Will Smith was always in them.
Bro, between the Men in Black movies, so like after Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was like hot shit for the longest
Didn't he also
time.
do Bad Day LA, or am I thinking of Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Martin Lawrence. I know he did Bad Boys.
Wait, Bad Boys was what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay, yeah, 'cause I was gonna say the other movie I think had someone else.
Did I say Bad Day LA? Because I think that's an American McGee game.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
Sorry, I got my two black main character things mixed up. Typical Whitey.
I need to play Alice. I need to play Alice Madness Returns. I finally bought that stupid game, but I hear that the game is poorly optimized. Though to be fair, that game was old as hell. Also, I'm trying to figure out where to find a copy of the original. Allegedly, you can, if you mod the game, you can pull the original out of the files.
You can actually download it off of My Abandonware.
Wait, really?
Yep, and there's a mod to get it working on Windows 10, so have fun. I think I'll actually stream that game for October. Because that was one I've been meaning to get off my backlog, because, I don't know, the visual aesthetics look so interesting. It kind of has that, like, early 3D Dreamcast era graphics. Okay, I'm still missing some of the clue bottles. But yeah, like, that game is totally free. Like, you can just download it right now if you wanted to.
Okay, no, because I was in the Steam guides or the Steam forums for that game, and apparently you can mod the game to play the original, but there's a lot of crashing, and I'm like, so I could mod the hell out of the game just for it to not work? Okay. Or for the game to crash? Let me check. But no, I bought Alice Madness Returns just so I have it legally, so if I do anything to it, I can like say, hey, I have a copy, so shut up.
Yassio said he played both Alice games. One has a better story, but two has better gameplay and graphics.
Gee, I wonder which.
Still missing some of those clue bottles. Bet there's one hidden around here.
Oh yeah, EA removed the original Alice, so you can't even buy it from them even if you wanted to.
And see, that sucks. I wish that
Like-
devs cared more about preserving their old games. Like, even if they're clunky, who cares? Just, you know, pretty them up a little bit and re-release them. It's like with George Lucas and him not releasing the older versions of Star Wars. It's like, let people have the option, at least. I mean, I actually like the remastered versions of the Star Wars films. Like, I don't hate them. And there were actually rumors that when Disney bought out Lucasfilm, that they were actually going to re-release all the old versions of the Star Wars films, but that hadn't happened. In fact, it actually got worse, because when they put the movies on Disney Plus, they actually added the line McClarky, making a scene that was already remastered in a goofy way a lot more goofy.
Why the hell did EA release Madness Returns? First off, apparently it doesn't have all the DLCs available. You have to go into the files and change out the game. Like, really?
That's shitty.
Because apparently they don't have the complete edition. Like, Alice, they put the complete edition on Origin, and then took it off. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Like, why would you even put this game out here if you're just gonna do a half-assed version and can't even play the full game?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Granted, you said it's on Abandonware, so
Maybe that's why. Maybe there was like a rights issue between American McGee and EA. I don't know.
oh, that's very common. So you could be right.
See, Gassius says, well, copies of the original Star Wars films are floating around. This is true. You can definitely watch those films if you wanted to. Okay, so that's not it. Watch. The last two blue bottles are just going to be in a place that's, like, so stupid, and I just looked over it multiple times. Is it around here? Nope. Not around here either. Let's try looking down here, see what I can find. Oh, there's an enemy I haven't... Oh, and there's a clue bottle. Yay. Now I just need one more, or two more actually, and it's right there. Perfect. God dang it. That was like a little scripted thing that I fucked around with and missed. Okay, cool. I just have to remember to stay on there.
Stay on where?
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
It was that,
You need an IQ of at least 140
it was a
to
little,
figure this one out.
object thing that I had to interact
Dial in
with.
468. Okay, this page is from your hyperactive ancestor B.F. Cooper. He discovered a way to speed up the clock. Perfect for those long stakeouts. Just hold down the triangle button to use it.
I'm sure that'll be useful if I plan on, like, fully 100%ing all the time-based shit. Okay, so I have to drop down now. Eee, I did it. Okay, I think this is probably where I'm gonna end things for tonight. It's already like 1 a.m. Let me just go ahead and make a save state real quick. And just to be safe, I'll save and quit. And before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Miguel, Angel, Rosales Ramirez, New Dawn Horizon, Heaven Delight, and Gaseous Clay for joining the stream. It's always appreciated. And